I think it's time to check the watch, baby, because it's lime time. Oh, yes. 2 days in a row, we are back with y'all. Welcome to the People Comedy Network. Thank you guys again for watching and joining us here on the streets of Chicago. I am going to be your correspondent today, the #1 newsman in Chicago. That's right. They call me Young Citrus because I'm bringing you that juice, freshly squeezed, baby. Danny Lime is right here to talk to you. If you are watching, man, please share this video, all right? Start a watch party. Let everybody know what's going on out here on these streets, all right? We at the People of Comedy are trying to bring you coverage of all of our demonstrations and our protests because, you know, the news ain't doing it. So that's why we're out here, baby. Now, today, we decided to come down to, right now we're in Wrigleyville, coming up to Wrigley Field. And there is a protest going on that is taking place instead of the Pride March. Yes, all right, because unfortunately, due to COVID reasons, you know, Pride March was canceled this month. But in light of everything going on in the world and the need to be out here, and the need to be out here, sort of spreading our voice, this protest is what's taking place instead of it. All right, so actually, we are coming up to meet them. Shoot, we got to get out the road. We are coming up to meet them because they are actually going to be marching towards us. So we are going to literally meet right up with the very, very front of this march here. Okay, some of you who may be watching now, you're going to see a pretty great sight. All right, I honestly don't even know what's going on here. All right, so we're going to get in the street. As you guys see. As you can see, we are coming up on the march just directly head on. These streets are just closed off. We actually literally just drove down this. We got here like right at time. Right time, man. Like literally 5 minutes ago, we turned on this street, man, and found where we needed to park. And so we're going to be here and then marching with these protesters and everything, man. Let's look at it. Oh, I told you we should have brought a big flag, man. We should have learned our lesson from yesterday and brought the big flag. That's ridiculous. But see, everybody is out here. We are, like I said, walking right up to the front, guys. So you guys take a look at what's going on here. If you're watching the feed or anything like that, please let us know how things are going. Check the sound, anything that we may need to change. I'm going to put on my wireless headphones so that way I can hear the feed that's going on. In the meantime, you guys get a listen to what's happening on these streets, and I'll tune back in with you in a second. I'm gonna walk backwards with you, so it's all good. All right, guys, as you can see, we are walking our way right here. As you can see, we are now right here coming down Addison Street. To my right is Wrigley Field. Behind me is this march that's happening, making its way down the street at a glacial pace. They're doing their best to stay together, so as you can see, they're not moving quite as fast as all the other ones are. But we are making our way to a much busier part of the city. So you see people are all around here to my left and right watching this protest here. This one in particular has really occupied Chicago with a big number of people, man. And we're going to be right here on the ground with you, watching it take place, man. Same, it's the same message they've always been saying every time. But like I said, this community has come together here to march right down Chicago. And we're going to keep going down Addison, too. So we're actually making our way west on Addison. So if you are anywhere in the area, you will probably want to see this march. You may see it or see it coming down because it is actually a large group of people. So anybody in this area, anybody who may be nearby, you are definitely going to see and hear the events that are happening on these streets right now. It's pretty serious. So
we're heading north on Clark.
Oh, they're turning us. Okay, thank God. So we are redirected ourselves. Now we're going north on Clark, and we're going to make our way over here and get onto the boom. Woo, man. The streets are buzzing, guys, okay? As you can see, this is a very big group that's making their way around the corner right now here. They still are filling up all of Addison right there as they begin to turn down Clark Street. And you can see this is a very energetic, very lively, very colorful crowd too, man. Like this has definitely been, this is what you really want to see when you come out and try to get a demonstration, man. This is the difference, all right? This is all the different people who come together. It's the same thing, man. No justice, no peace. They want rights for all these communities, man, together, and they're standing together as one, making their way through the streets right here. It's a beautiful thing, man. Again, you're watching The People of Comedy. I am your correspondent, Danny Lime, okay? Please share this, start a watch party, let everybody know what's going on the streets. This is happening right now in front of Wrigley Field. We are watching these people making their way down the street. Have a listen to it right now. I'm gonna sign out and let you listen.
Three.
Okay, if you are listening, you can hear everybody is here chanting out of the bar into the streets. They're actually encouraging people to come on out and join this march, man. We're going to see if you can do it, man, but this is unreal. Look at all the people that are kind of surrounded me in this area, and they're still coming, still making their way around here. This stuff they're not showing you on the news, man. Everything is not violent. It's not any kind of chaos or anything like that. This is just regular people who all want to feel the same kind of equality that we're told that we're afforded in this country, man. And this is a beautiful thing to be here and watch, man. This is a beautiful thing to be a part of. Danny Lime is always ready to take his to take this fight right to you, man. We're gonna walk along with them now because they're starting to make their way around here. But as you can see, the numbers here are incredible, dude. Very comparable to the one we went to the other week. They are still making their way down the street right now. But Danny Lime's gonna jump down. James, you wanna run with him? Or do you wanna stay?
Let's stay here.
Let's stay here, yeah, that's fine. We can stay here. As you can see, we have so many people here. What's up, y'all? Yeah. And again, this is live on Facebook. We are on Twitch. We're on YouTube. Share this, man. Share this. Let everybody know what's going on, baby. Yes, that's right. What do we want? Justice. Now, yeah. So as you can see, the very front of the protest has stopped a little bit. They want to get people to sort of come together. That's really going to make this thing felt right here. Ooh, we got a good sign coming up, James. Look, we got a big one coming. That's nice.
The band is here.
Huh?
The band.
Oh, the band. I love it when the band is here. You know, Danny Lime loves it when the band is here, baby. Yes. All right, let's go. Okay, so we've slowed down here so to congregate, get everybody together. So that means we're going to take an opportunity to move a little bit closer to the front where the line is right here. Just so you can see, man, see the sheer numbers of all people making their way through here. You know, protesting everything. Like I said, this is everything, man. This is Black Lives Matter. This is Black Trans Lives Matter. This is fighting for the LGBTQ community, man. Everybody who deserves equal rights in this country, because we're all people, man, and we deserve to be treated with the same, you know, same rights, the same benefits that everybody gets, man. And we're out here fighting together. You can see how strong we are when our communities do come together, man, to fight for this message, dude. It's very, very important, dude. As you can see, they're still chanting out of the bar into the streets. You have people who are there, like, look, can't eat, look, they're trying to eat. Can't even eat. Oh, watch your bounce. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. You good? All right, here we go. Sorry, brother. Yeah, sorry. So we, like I said, they're telling people to come out of the bar into the streets. I wonder how many people are going to do it, man, because this is, I would be hard pressed for me not to. If I saw this, I'd be like, I can't fit it. Waiter, can I get my check? All right, there's literally a movement happening right now. Okay, that's what Kylie Jenner did. Well, we all, but you know, ain't no Pepsi out here, baby. All right, this thing is not sponsored by Pepsi. All right, they don't get it yet. All right, they still got to figure shit out. In the meantime, all right, we are coming up. We're coming up to Waveland now. We're on Clark, coming up towards Waveland. All right, and we're just gonna keep going up north into the community. At the front, we stopped here to see what the organizers are saying for a second. As you can see, the protesters stood outside a 365 bar to try to get them to stand in solidarity, and they closed the doors on them. So you guys are able to witness that. Right now, they're just trying to keep everybody in the middle of the street and not in the way. Oh, yes, ma'am, of course. Everybody in the street so they do not get in the way. We're still in the front here, just trying to walk along with everybody, just stay in a little bit of the press area here while the marchers march. But they just put that bar on notice, man. You saw it happen firsthand. They came and closed the doors on them. So, you know. That's that's very interesting, man. You're seeing how they're interacting with the community, and you're seeing the response, man. It says a lot about what happens, man. It does. It says a lot. So again, we are bumming up. We're still going north on Clark. We're coming across the intersection of Waveland, all right? And now all of our protesters are here coming down up the street. In front of us, you can see around us, we have our marshals here who are in the way, keeping a barrier between us and the police. Haven't seen too much interaction in a negative way from the cops, not like yesterday where that seemed more tense. This has been very more understanding. Maybe fear bigger numbers, who really knows, you know what I mean? But everybody's been able to make their way up the street very peacefully and into their community. So as we keep coming up Clark, we're actually gonna get right into Boystown, and we're gonna start seeing more and more of all of these restaurants and stuff, places where they would like to go and talk. You know, we came to a Pride march like this a few weeks ago, and they singled out very specific businesses that have discriminated against them, you know, so maybe we'll see shades of that again this week. Maybe we'll see some more receipts. You never know. 365, that was a start, baby, okay? We're going to get them other ones, James. You already know. Okay, so here we go. We're going to get you guys listening to some chants, all right? Danny Lime's going to take a sip of water, because it's already gotten hot for your boy. Here you go. Okay, so they are coming up, like I said, through the thing, and they're actually talking to businesses now. Now we're pointing at Metro Chicago right here to our left here, and they're just putting these businesses on notice that they have kind of discriminated against them throughout the years, man. Now's the time for voice to be heard. You know, we want to know who the real allies are, people who really have our back as far as everything that's going on. So like I said, we still have marshals in front here. You see all of our protesters are coming along, and they're not moving too fast. Like, they want to make sure they stay in the streets and we keep everybody together and things like that, and we record. So they've been directing people to not get too crazy, and that's what you got to do to keep a march like this together, man. You see, this is very, very organized, very, very peaceful. All these people are working together in order to stay in a good spot, and the fact that we're here to film it is actually a pretty peaceful thing, man. I'm gonna step out the way, let you guys look. I'll keep talking and describing what's going on. You'll see, look at what's happening here, and you can see different people who are making their way to the front, different people who are rotating around, man. But as you can see, we have our leaders here, and the big thing is they're showing a lot of joy, man. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry, son. You were about to lose your job. I'm gonna say that's to lose your job, cause you mad. You were about to lose your job. See? All right. If you were home, chant with them. All right, chant at your house. About to lose your job. Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Anyway, that's what, yeah, you're about to lose their job, man. They're letting people know, man. They will lose their jobs, man. You know what I mean? You don't deserve to hang on to what you've been hanging on to. So, I mean, it's the truth. It is something that we mean. So, we're coming up closer here. Go ahead and listen to what's going on. I'm going to get out of your way. I'm going to let them listen for a second.
Come up off them balconies. Sir, you smoking that cigarette? Come stand in solidarity with us. Donate to black organizations. There's not a line here. Donate to race-based alliance. Donate to Street Youth Rise Up. Race-based alliance and Street Youth Rise Up. Put your money where your mouth is, and donate. Businesses on the south and west side of Chicago are deserts. We need your money.
Yeah, you can keep talking, man. Please, you can keep saying it if you want. Let the people know.
The west sides of Chicago need your money. It's a desert out there. We need resources for black, trans, and brown people. There's Brace Face Alliance, please donate to Brace Face Alliance, Street Youth Rise Up, the Voices Project at the Broadway Youth Center. There's so many businesses that are working on the south and west sides of Chicago, but they keep on giving all the funds to the big organizations up north. Defund them. Give money to grassroots organizations. That's what we need.
Use your privilege for good.
Yes, please do. That's right. Please tell everybody and share that message on the people of comedy, man. Please let everybody know. That's what we're fighting for right here.
Is there anywhere we can find
Yeah, any way we can find you or contact you guys,
You
please.
can find me on Facebook, Freddie Brooklyn. You can find me on Instagram, Freddie_Brooklyn. It's 1D and Brooklyn like the city.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Please, man. We appreciate that. Right here, Danny Lime, right here on the ground, man, fighting a good fight with the people. All right, here we go. We're gonna make our way back into the front here and get in front protest so you guys get a better picture of what's going on. Now we're back crossing North Clark Street and we're on West Grace now. We're still moving north up on Clark Street now, okay? And they're trying to keep everybody together in a line here, so that way nobody can get out of the way here. So we're giving you the look.
Not in front of the flag. Behind the flag, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're real media, James. You know what I'm saying? They know who we are, baby. They know who we are. And they listen, baby. Now we in there. We done been to enough now. Danny Lime been to enough. He knows the people. He has the pulse of what's going on here, all right? They trust us. That's a good feeling though, man, because they did, you know, man, honestly, man, they didn't want to talk to us at first, and now we're everywhere, man. This is good. This is good, man. It's because we in this fight with you, man. That is what's very important. Ooh, Jesus, where are we now? This is.
We're approaching. We just passed Grace.
Yeah, we did just pass Grace, yeah. So now we're getting into more of a residential neighborhood, which is good, as long as we keep everybody on the street. We're gonna go around so you guys can see. Keep going down, James. We're gonna show them everything.
If you like it so much,
You can see the whole thing right here. As you can see, everybody has made their way down. This is still very long. It still goes through. It still goes through all the way down to Grace, if you see here. Everybody is occupied this point right here. You can see full right here. Make our way all the way back to the intersection. We're still very, very, very lot of people here. As you can see, man, both sides of the street, shoulder to shoulder. Everybody wearing a mask, man, staying very COVID safe. That's important. We have medical people here to look out for people just in case things, you know, get a little weird and stuff like that. And here at the back of the march, we have, it's almost like a second. Oh, something's going on with the band over here. We have people out here. We're out here giving out water and everything. And like I said, we are still moving down. Oh, sorry, sir. Still moving down. Still moving down all the way. We're actually getting closer to Racine now. And it's still, you see, people have occupied the street here, staying in the same way. And there are people who are still joining in the back. This is a very, very large number. People, much larger than some of the numbers we've seen. You can see people in their homes here who have come out. Something like that. It's crazy. Listen to this. Listen to this. Right, shut it down. You hear people chanting right here. Yeah. And it's better with the drums, man. All things you need it. Shut it down. Yes. Yes. That's no peace. Police. Like that shirt. Defund the police. No justice, no peace. Defund the police. So we're actually getting closer to where we were before. We're getting closer to where we were before, and we're gonna start making our way closer to the front of the protest here, where we were when we began. But like you can see, it's a very large number, and it's still making their way north of Clark, man. This has been a very good energy as far as a protest too. You feel the fun that's happening out here in the streets. You feel the joy that these people are starting to promote, along with getting their message heard, which is exactly what we want people to see. You know what I mean? You know, news coverage sort of just slowed down on this after all the violence and stuff happened. You know what I mean? That's not fun to them, I guess. That's not something that they want people to, here, go right in front of me, Jim. That's not something people want, you know, to see, I guess, or that's not what sells. But we're showing you firsthand that this is what the people want to see, man. This is who the people are. This is exactly where they want, you know, this is exactly what they want to be heard. This is exactly what they want to be seen. You know, so like I say every time, every day, please share this, all right? Share this. We're already streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, but if you were watching this, man, start a watch party, share it, put it on somebody's page, put it on somebody else's page, man. Just let everybody see the truth of what's happening out here in these streets, man, all right? People are peacefully out here demonstrating. People are seriously out here trying to let their voices be heard, trying to let themselves, you know, fight for something right, fight for exactly what's right, you know what I mean? Equal rights for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Not just a select few. So, again, share this message, man. Put Danny Lime all over the place, man. Danny Lime is here to bring you this message, baby. Here to squeeze that juice, all right? So, to my right, you see we're going to move into our cemeteries over here. And to my left, just more businesses, that type of stuff. As we come through this residential part of Clark Street to make our way. It's like there's actually some more bars once you get to the other side. That's actually where everybody does all the hanging out. So we are just walking with all of our demonstrators and making our way closer and closer to the front. We've already seen some familiar faces from previous protests here all right, doing their thing. We're always happy when people can work with us. Keep coming out. You definitely see a lot of the same people all the time. Everybody else is out here fighting this good fight. And we are just constantly, trying to keep bringing that message and stuff like that. So that's why we come out here every day, man, or as much as we can, to tell you what's really going on. So, hey guys, how are you? Yes. Hey man, how are you?
Doing good. How are you guys?
I'm good. You guys, good to see you again back out here.
Guys, yeah. Still trying to do it.
Yeah, you still got your bag ready to go?
New bag, same shit.
Anybody looking for them, all right, they will take care of you, okay, please.
Joy Division t-shirt, got a pineapple backpack.
Pineapple backpack, all right,
every day.
Every what you need, baby. We take care of each other out here. That's what's up. All right, good to see you.
Good to see you,
right?
brother.
Yes. Oh.
Try to stay in the streets, everybody.
Just gotta stay in the street.
Try to stay in the street.
We're going let's get up here to
Into the street with them.
let's get up to the front here. That way we can get up in the street.
Please stay hydrated. Grab water over to the right side. It is a black vehicle with water over to your right. They have beverages over to your right. They have hydration beverages over to your right, ladies and gentlemen, and people. Rest station. Grab the drink.
Slow down just a little bit. Wait for our comrades to give them the hydration.
Justice for Elijah!
I got my knees right there.
Everyone, please stop. If you need water, drink water. Get hydrated. There's Gatorade. There's snacks. We need everybody healthy to make it to the end. So please hydrate yourself.
Black Lives Matter!
All right, so we're taking a little pause here to grab some food, some hydration. If you guys are watching live and you want to support us, we do all this stuff out of pocket. You could donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/peopleofcomedy, or donate to the network directly on Venmo at Stand Up Stand Up, or Dwayne, aka Dan Lime, on Venmo at Dwayne DWAYNE hyphen Murphy hyphen the number one. That's Dwayne hyphen Murphy hyphen number one on Venmo. Stand Up on Venmo. People of Comedy on Patreon is patreon.com/People of Comedy. Dwayne is coming back here in just a second to resume this march. Here we go.
All right, beginning our move again. As you can see, we're getting more people some water and stuff like that. That's another thing. We're taking care of each other here at these protests, making sure everybody is hydrated and in their right minds and everything like that. We got more of a breeze coming, so people kind of got a bit of a second wind. That's actually good. That's helping me. We're going to make a right. Remember, we're making a right over here on Irvin Park. As we make our way up Clark, we're going to get to Irvin Park, and we're going to make a right and begin demonstrating down Irvin. So we're going to take a position up here on the corner, so that way you can see the numbers as they come across. You want this one over here? All right, let's go. Yes. Keep the feet on there. That's good. You want to go like right here? Gotcha. So we're going to take up a position right here on the corner here. Just give you a shot of the march as it curls around on Clark and makes its way across the street. Right here. There we go. All right. All right. So you can see we're starting to make our curl our way around to the right. As the numbers grow, we'll curl along with them. All right. They are putting the marshals out here on the corners here, This is sort of guide all of our protesters around here, make sure everybody can see what's going on here. But as you can see, our numbers are very large, okay? If they have not grown, it would shock me if they has not grown since we started. As you can see, just the sheer amount of people that have made their way across all the way to this part of Chicago in order to demonstrate, all right? I'm sure most of these people live over here, man, because it was hard I just lived down the block and it was hard to drive for me. So I hope this is just a community here of people. This car right, you can see people are beeping. Yeah, all right. I like that. I got nervous for a second, though. I'm not gonna lie. I got nervous for a second. I was like, where you think you going? But I appreciate it. He is with us all the time. Get a shot of the car, man. Look, you see he's got the signs on there. It says USA is racist to the core, jail killer cops. And you have so many people who are here, demonstrating. Maybe he's hoping he could join this caravan. You never know, man. We'll see. I think he's speaking to one of the organizers and the marshals right now. So we're gonna start walking with them as they make their way here. As you can see, we're nowhere near the front. There is a huge portion of this march has made their way around. Woo, yeah. Thank you, sir. I like that. You see what I'm saying, man? That is 2 old white men, okay? And they are standing with us, all right? Y'all can't get behind this. I can't believe people can't get behind this, man. That is change in a microcosm right there. It's just right there, dude. Exactly. They benefit from everything from this country, dude, and they still out here trying to fight with us, dude. That is beautiful. That's a beautiful message that we like seeing right there, man. That's why we're going to get the people of comedy, baby. And we will bring this message to you as much as we can every time these demonstrations happen, man. They're not showing any signs, as you can see. They're not slowing down, all right? They're not showing any signs of stopping. They're not losing any energy. People want to see the change happen. I think people truly would like to see the change happen in their lifetimes, man. People have grown, lived, and died wondering if we were ever going to see something different in this country, man. So I feel like this, we just don't want to have it anymore, man. It's so beautiful to live in a country like that, but we just don't want to have it anymore, man. We want to see the change. And as you can see, we are still curling our way around onto Irving Park, coming up Clark Street, making our way here. Our friends in the car have been honking with us in solidarity. And it's just a sea of people that are making their way down Irving Park now, going east as we make our way towards what's going on here. Yes. We're just giving you a shot of some of the signs that we're seeing right here, man. Just seeing the signs of some things that people are writing, man. To see some of the messages that they're putting on there out here in the streets, man. It's actually really cool. Really cool to see. Yes. Oh yeah. Here we go. Look at this. You see that? Look, look, you can still see him, James, on the other side. Still coming down. Really no end in sight. This might be just as big as the one we were at a few weeks ago, man. It looks like it has really taken up that amount of space out here, man. It's pretty cool. When do we get some numbers on this later on? I hope so, man. Sure. Right now the record is 30K, so we'll see. It's hard to beat, brother. Yes, it is. This is it. That's right. We're doing it. This is instead of the actual parade too. So it is. You're gonna get all of that happening at the same time, which is pretty cool, man. That's why I definitely do this. I mean, this might as well be the same thing, to be honest, dude. It's no different, man.
I've never seen so much pride in my life.
I know, exactly, man. I'm proud to be. I went sleeveless, baby. You know what I mean? You don't bring the guns out if you ain't feeling good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I should have got me a skateboard though. Every time I come to a protest, I find a new tool that I want to do. Like last time I wanted to sign. Today I want a skateboard. We're gonna go over here and let you guys get a look at the band that's coming through. Okay, they should be coming in this way right here. So we're gonna let the people listen to what's going on the streets, and then you'll be able to hear the band as they approach. Well, it's actually a really beautiful sight. Trust me, check it out. Here you go.
What do we got, Dwayne?
All right, Chicago, Cook County, baby.
Cool. Thank you.
There we go.
Thanks for coming out.
You're welcome. Of course, of course. Yes. All right, we just signed here just to get this. So we're meeting more political affiliates or whatever. Just so you know, Danny Lime is not sure who he endorses. All right, he definitely endorses himself. But we want to see change, and change starts in our legislation. Change starts in the offices that create the laws that we want to see change here. So out here right now, we have people who are out here trying to get a new presidential candidate on the ballot. Okay, it says vote socialist in 2020. Gloria Lariva, and Leonard Peltier. Yes. So please, we're signing here. They have petitions out here right now to put these people on the ballot. Okay, you know what I mean? Like I said, you people believe what they believe. People vote for whoever they want to vote for. That's the beauty of this country, man. But we do want to see different hearts and different minds. We do want to see different types of people to take up the offices to bring the change to this country that we need to see. So even if you don't agree with who these people are, if you don't agree exactly with what they stand for, all right, you need to go and find out what is going on in your local government. Find out what is going on in your community. Find out who people like this are and what they want to do to change what's going on in this country, man. And then vote for them. I mean, that's just basically it. You know what I mean? The one power we do get as citizens is our power to vote for the people who determine where the future of our country is going to go. So things like this are very important, guys, and we encourage everybody to vote. Vote now, vote multiple times, man. Don't just vote every 4 years. You got to vote every 2. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes every year, man. You always should be paying attention to who's in charge of the laws that govern this country each and every day. So that's Danny Lime's speech. You know what I'm saying? Danny Lime may run for something one day too. We never know. But we're going to make our way, try to get to the front of the protest because we believe that they are going to actually curl back into they're going to actually curl all the way around, dude. So it looks like they're making like a big circle. Yeah. Which is good. A lap with this many people, that's definitely going to get the message across, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all done messed up a lot of traffic for today, for sure, which is what we need to do, because where y'all going to go? It's Sunday, right? Where people trying to go? Y'all should be out here anyway, all right? Even if you're watching this at home, turn your computer off and come on out here. Man, it's fun, man. Here we go. Take this piece of paper here and fold it up. Learn more. I'm gonna learn more about Gloria Lariva, read up about her, see what she stands for, man. You know what I mean? We've operated under a two-party system for most of this country's existence, man. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why things don't go differently. It's because, you know, our options have been limited. So maybe we should vary them up a little bit, right? Maybe we should make them a little bit. I think that's fair. You know, I think we should throw a little randomizer into the algorithm.
Throw a little juice in the
Hey, maybe, right? Maybe juice them wheels. Loose the juice. Somebody wrote that yesterday. Somebody wrote the juice is loose. I hope they don't associate me with O.J. Simpson, but I do like it. I mean, I think I can adapt it now, right? Here we are in the jungle. As we come up on our protest, we see. Every time we go into the woods, I'm gonna do that. I watched Jumanji recently, people. All right, that was a decent movie. The first one, I saw the second one too. The second one wasn't that great. Anyway, but enough about me. Like I said before, our protesters are coming east on Irving Park. We are underneath the This is the red line. We're actually underneath the red line that's making its way across the street right now. You see. Again, these are apartments. There are people who are living in these areas right here. So this protest has sort of made its way in there. And we're gonna, it's got people coming from all over to either join in or trying to get across or just see what's going on here, man. This would definitely be something that would throw me off guard if this was happening in my neighborhood, man. So we want people to join in. We want people to get a part of it. I think that's a pretty strong message right there, guys. I think that you hear what these people are saying. Yeah. Somebody I know works at a flower shop, Lori Lightfoot. She went into that flower shop today. My friend told me that. So Lori out here buying flowers. You know what I'm saying? That's what she doing. While we over here fighting for our rights, Lori out here buying flowers. Okay? You can tell if Danny Lime said it, all right? You know what I'm saying? Danny Lime said it. You over here buying flowers. Well, change needs to happen, Lori. All right? We're gonna talk about you, Lori. I'm gonna be like that guy. Oh, no. I hope y'all saw that video, that activist from Baton Rouge. I think that dude has been my favorite guy. What did he do? Oh, there's an activist in Baton Rouge who caught one of his aldermen, one of the local officials in his country, shopping for clothes while they were having a debate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that dude is my favorite. I'll do that to Lori. I'm here to talk about you, Lori, okay? Because y'all here shopping. You over here buying flowers. Well, we over here talking about racism because you don't listen. All right, that's what I'm trying to do. That's such a good video. Now I'm worried she's gonna see this and show up at my house. Anyway, it's all good. I know how to cook. She can come over. It's all good. As we make our way here, we're coming up to Irving Park in Sheridan. Our protesters here are going all the way across this intersection here, continuing east, making their way closer and closer. We're actually getting closer and closer to the lakefront, as I see here. It doesn't look like we show any signs of slowing down. To my left right here, you have, what is this, Holiday Club? It's a little diner and stuff like that. And as you can see, there are customers who have made their way outside looking. You see here, we got snack stuff. You need anything, James? You good?
I'm good.
All right, thank you so much. Oh, I might take me one or two. Ooh, got Oreos. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Hey, nah, it's all you, baby. You're a hero. You're a hero. All right, I got me some Oreos, baby. You know what I'm saying? I told you if you wanted something, you should have told me you got something. Thank you. Sorry, Danny Lime is, he's not going to deny. When the community tries to give back to Danny Lime, I give so much to the community. You know what I'm saying? We try to do all this together. Unfortunately, this bus can't go anywhere. Sorry, bro. We're in the way. She ain't going nowhere for a while. Ain't none of them going nowhere. I'm sorry. Hey, y'all ain't going nowhere. Look at this. Look at me. Y'all might as well just get off the bus. Get off the bus. Come join us. Oh, we got two buses. We got two buses locked down. That's what I'm talking about. That's power, baby. Out of the bus and into the streets. Yeah, that's two people, baby. Look at that. These people look sad as hell. Look how dusty this bus is, man. Y'all know y'all don't even want to be on that bus, all right? Come on, get off this bus, man. Join this community, man. Fight for what's right, man. Do what you know is right, man. Come join us, man. Get off them buses, please. They shut the buses down anyway, huh? They don't even want you using them. So what you sitting on the bus for? No, okay. Got my cookies in my pocket, so that's good. So I can have those cookies later. We have, you can see we have a variation of chants that are happening here or whatever, but our protesters are still moving very strong. We're still making our way east all the way down Irving Park. We're still going closer and closer to the lakefront. Sorry, right in front of me here, you see Thoreg Memorial Hospital. Okay. Again, yesterday when we were out protesting, you guys may have been watching, we were protesting with medical unions, we were protesting with nurses and doctors and even people in the educational system because situations like this, places like this are defunded, you know what I mean? And they have limited resources. So much money goes towards police officers, so much money goes towards the cops and everything. And you see medical places that don't have the resources to take care of it. I mean, this hospital looks like they're doing fine. No, I mean, I don't know what's going on the inside, but they look way better than the one we were at yesterday. So I'm just saying, they must know somebody we don't know, man. We need to do something about that. need to redistribute some of this wealth, redistribute these resources, man. You need to give everybody a fighting chance, dude. You need to give everybody a fighting chance. So many other countries are doing so well right now simply because they all understand unity, you know what I mean? Not to say that this problem is only here in America, but I mean, it is something that is just, it's like it holds us back as a country, man. There's so much power we can get out of being a part of this, you know what I'm saying? Like just, you know, give it a chance, man. Let change happen. Come into this world, man. Do something different. Because this is what we need right now, man. We don't need our kids dealing with this now down the road. We don't. I'm sure my mom said that. I'm sure her mom before her said that too, man. It's got to stop somewhere, man. I'd love to be in the generation that put a stop to it. It's my piece, man. That's Danny Lime's 2 cents. You know what I mean? If you appreciate everything Danny Lime is saying, man, please, man, you know what I mean? Please join my fan page. You know what I mean? Danny Lime is on Facebook now. If you want to become a fan, if you'd like to join, get on the Lime Tree, maybe become a Lime Wedge, you can take the Wedge Pledge, baby. That's right. Take the Wedge Pledge. Become a Lime Wedge. Pledge your time to watching Danny Lime. And I will continue to bring this news to you, fresh squeeze, straight from the source. That's why they call me Young Citrus, baby, because I'm out here juicing. You know? You know. Okay, the front of our protest has made our way to North Broadway now, Armory Park, and now we are making a left. Okay, so we are turning onto North Broadway, and we're actually going to continue going north on this street here. We actually made our way. Ooh, look, we found our way to the front again. That's good. Ooh, pardon me, sir. Sorry. There we go. I encourage people to support the Broadway Youth Center. You guys heard that right there. As we made our way through, there have been specific businesses that they have pointed out to people. Show that what's going on.
Our second stop, please do so. If you need to rehydrate yourself, please do so. This is the second stop, and we have one more after this.
So you heard we're stopping here. We're here at the intersection of Irving Park and Broadway, and we're going to set up for a stop here. More than likely, we're going to have some people who are going to be speaking. Some of the organizers and different organizations are going to come together, talk about what's going on, everything. So we're going to stay right here at the front so we can get a good idea of where the speaking is going to take place, and then we'll be right underneath it, let you guys see it firsthand. What's going on. Again, please share this right now. If you are here, share this to as many people as you can. All right, start a watch party. Let people see what's going on here at the Black Lives Matter Pride March happening in Boystown here in Chicago right now. All right, this march, like I said, they did this march to take place instead of the parade, and they brought the same amount of energy here, man. There's been just as much joy that you would see at the Pride Parade that you would see, and you see it here, man. It's so beautiful to see all these people come together, man. It's something very special. And if you'd like to be a part of it, again, right now, we have made a stop here on Irving Park and Broadway, and they said there will be one more stop after this. But right now, we're stopping here, and they're setting up a little station right there for them to speak. So let's go ahead and get in there.
Yeah, grab me. Excuse us, press. Excuse us.
Hell yeah, sit down. They're on the street, you paid for that. Oh, that's another thing. Fuck that curfew. You can't tell me where my body can or can't be at a certain time.
Yeah! Oh, you're the MC. Ashabi.
Ashabi, Alexis to the front.
You're the MC. Come on.
MC, can I get an MC?
Test.
I'm finding the speaker. Huh?
Where they at?
Alexis Ashabi!
Sounds ready if you need it.
If everybody can find a space to sit down, please sit down. Let's get comfortable and take a rest. Drink some water. Stay hydrated. Get you some snacks. I know we're all on a diet, but we're walking 3 miles. So eat up everything you see. What's that phobia? I'm out here pleasantly thinking, loving it. Stay behind. How does this work? Up front, make room for black and brown faces. Ladies to the back!
Black and brown brothers.
Black, brown, and trans to the front!
Black, brown, and trans to the front! If your voices go out to the side and to the back, we're going to center the people.
Make space for our black, brown, and trans voices to the front, please!
Yeah, move. Dwayne, move this way.
Black and trans people to the front. This is for us. This is for you. Make room for black and brown
Clear a
faces.
path, black, brown, trans to the front! Show respect for our black, brown, and trans people. Come to the front!
How we doing, Chicago? Make some noise! I can't hear you, Chicago. Let's make some fucking noise! All right, can you hear me? Make some noise! Can you hear me in the back? Make some noise! All right, we got Michael right here, and he has something to say. Right there, is that your pronoun? Make sure you ask everybody their pronouns before you even use a pronoun against them. That's why this is Mike and he uses he, him, his. Mike, oh, not even Mike, Michael, he, him, his. I don't know how I got up here. Okay, just wanted to make sure we're letting black, brown, and trans people up to the front. Okay, this isn't a protest or march or whatever you want to call this for white faces today. Let's make sure we're uplifting black and brown voices right now. There's a lot of Melissas, a lot of Heathers up front. Push them back. Make room for us. We're here too. We are here too. Remember that. Do we have any black trans women that want to come up here and speak? Anybody that wants to come up here and speak? Black trans women first. Black trans men. Gender non-conforming black people. Trans Latinas. All right. I'm giving you a second to come up here and say something. Stand up and come up here and get in line right here. We all just have our voice. This isn't about us. This is a grassroots event. All of us put this together with you all. This is all for us and all of us. So we need to fight back against these neighborhoods that are being racist against us. Fuck these neighborhoods over there. Not giving it to us.
Hello. Okay. Can you guys hear me? So I'm a nervous person. I'm sorry in advance. I just want to say there are people within these communities that are not recognized. There are black and brown homeless people that are not heard. There are black and brown sex workers that are not heard. There are people fighting in 1,000,001 ways, and I need you to hear us. I stand with those who are afraid to speak for themselves. I was. We need to do better. We need to support each other. We need to stop putting each other down for being different. Our differences make us us.
Yeah. All right, let's hear it for her. If you fuck up, you gotta apologize and keep on moving. But make sure you acknowledge your mistakes. Let's give it up for them.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Benji. I'm a black, femme, gender non-conforming person. And I want to give so much love and so much appreciation to the organizers of this march for saying that we can't say Black Trans Lives Matter unless we say defund the police and abolish the police. say defund the police, and if you can't say abolish the police, then keep the phrase Black Lives Matter out your mouth. Because black people cannot be free until there's a defunding of the systems that harm, oppress, and kill us, and a funding, a supporting of the systems that give us life and give us real affirmation and real support. We're standing right here by the Broadway Youth Center, which is a program for queer and trans young people experiencing homelessness. It's a hub where folks get resources, testing, education, GED classes, all kinds of resources for queer and trans youth, mental health support, therapy, primary care, all for free. When we say defund the police, this is the kind of social services that we want funded instead. We're going to be marching later to Stewart School Lofts, which used to be a CPS school. They got closed and turned into luxury condo buildings. Alderman Cavalman is the one who closed that school. Alderman Cavalman is the one who okayed it being turned into lofts.
She's a bitch.
Alderman Cavalman is gay. And he opposes CPAC. Just because someone is gay, does that mean they're on our team?
No!
Is Lori Lightfoot on our team?
No!
Is Alderman Cavalman on our team?
No!
If you're closing schools, don't say Black Lives Matter. If you're closing mental health clinics, don't say Black Lives Matter. If you're gentrifying poor and working class neighborhoods, don't say Black Lives Matter, because they don't matter to you. When we say Black Lives Matter and we say Black trans lives matter, the only way that's possible is if we defund and ultimately abolish the police and reallocate those services to the things that actually support our community and give us life. So I want to hear it one more time because I can never hear it enough. No justice, no peace, defund the police. 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 Let's get it, Tom.
I got a quick thing to say, but before I do, is there a Russia Brown? We are looking for a Russia Brown to the front. Come on down, honey. Russia Brown, thank you. All right, I got a quick thing to say. Remember during my speech when I said visualize a reimagined world? That reimagined world where the funding and resources go to places like Broadway Youth Center, where mental health and housing and all these kinds of services and healthcare are accessible. Real quick, can you all join me in a quick exercise? Can you close your eyes? Close your eyes with me. In this reimagined world, think of all the people that would still be with us. Think about your loved ones. Think about the people that you've lost, or don't if you don't want to. But honor their legacy. In this reimagined world, would their identity, would their work, would it have all been honored? When I close my eyes in this reimagined world, this world that I'm working towards, the world that I think of, my mom's a rock star. My mom always wanted to be a rock star. She didn't get to be a rock star. Her parents were killed by the Israeli military, which is the same military that trains our police. Our tax money pays for their flights into Israel, and they learn how to kill our people. So they work together. So I think of my mom, this reimagined world that I'm fighting for and towards. I want her to be the rock star. She writes so much poetry, but she became an orphan at a young age. Think of all those people that are in your life that are struggling because of the systems of oppression that still exist, the systems of oppression that are growing. Honor them, uplift their legacy, honor your wants and needs, and please remember that we can work and fight towards that world. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? How y'all doing today? My name is Gerald. I am 39 years old. I've been in Chicago for 10 years. Originally from Flint, Michigan, born and raised. So, I I want to take this and say some things. Like, from the past couple marches I've seen some people, you know, allies and whatnot, but I've also seen some people that have been here since I've been here that have shitted on black people since I've been here. So what I have to say about those people, y'all not Black Lives Matter to us. You can't shit on black lives and say that you're black lives, that you're for black lives. You can't put black people down where they're trying to make a way and then talk and then come around and be like, oh yeah, we're for you right now. No, that doesn't work that way, sweetie. You can't have it both ways. And for the boys out here, we're not your fucking fetish. You can't come on these fucking dating apps and then want to come around us and then hashtag Black Lives Matter and be like, oh, you cool. No, that don't work that way either. Either or. That's all I got to say.
I feel like I'm about to get the speech for my life. All right. Honestly, I just want to say again, it's really, really beautiful to see y'all here. Like, this is the power that we have as people. Enjoy that shit and live this shit every single fucking day. And know that every single people that's here with you right now, you can count on them tomorrow or the day after that, right? So, I don't want to give a long speech or anything like that, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. So, the Broadway Youth Center, to me, is very historic. The Broadway Youth Center helped me to get where I'm at today. The Broadway Youth Center helped me get my GED and then go to college and get my bachelor's degree in women and gender studies. I just want to say that because it's youth centers like those that help out our community. It's youth centers like those that empower our community and make them into leaders in our community. I just want to say that. Speaking about leaders, I want to introduce our next speaker, Carter Cavazos. Carter. All right, Carter is a musician and a trans youth activist, an Afro-Latinx trans masculine cutie, and self-identified gender queer. Carter is as passionate about social justice, racial, and gender equity, demanding reparations for black folks, and advocating for LGBTQ young people. Founded Northern Illinois University, first ever queer and or transgender people of color student organization. Carter is a 5-year presenter and attender of several national conferences, including the Creating Change Conference. Oh. I'm kidding. I'm hyped up, y'all. All right. Mumble Tech and the Queer People of Color Conference at UC Berkeley. Currently, Carter spends his days coordinating resources for young people experiencing homelessness at the BYC. Carter often uses music and songwriting to express his views on gender, race, social constructs, and the occasional heartbreak, which can all be found in Carter's first album called GRAD, Gender Roles Are Good. You can also read Carter's thoughts on the term resiliency in the novel Rethinking College Student Development Theory using critical frameworks. Please welcome Carter!
Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi. So Alexis gave that real great bio about me. Thank you, boo. So I just want to thank you all for gathering here today. There is so much strength and power and beauty and love and community, and I feel in community right now with every single one of you. Together we have the power to incite change and demand justice. And I know that right now, during Pride Month and during this heightened sense of visibility on social media, it's easy to come out and care about black people. It's almost trendy to care about black people right now. Like my whole news feed for a while was people sharing petitions and resources. I had every white person I ever met in my phone asking, are you okay? Or am I racist? Or can you curate a list of readings for me to have so that I can get more education. Stop doing that, by the way, stop doing that. Y'all, real talk, I even had a white person I went on one Tinder date with send me a Venmo request for $20 and was like, I'm here with you. No, you're not! You ghosted me! What are you here for? Get out of here! No. But then I started to realize, right, that a lot of this fear was new for white people. But this wasn't new for me. This pain and this grief and this outrage that they were feeling in this moment is what I carry every single day. And this reality, I'm almost growing numb to it, right? But I shouldn't. I should be feeling this outrage every time a black person is murdered. I shouldn't be getting used to it. So I'm glad y'all are here. And that people are learning and investing in a world without prisons, without police, without borders, because we need y'all to do this work. All I ask is that y'all keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Because remember that this is a marathon, not a sprint. And it takes time and energy to do this work. It's not gonna be easy, but it's possible. So remember to stay active, stay vigilant, stay focused, and stay strong. I got more for you. This is a fight for all black lives. Do you hear me? Who is this a fight for? All black lives. Thank you. I'm talking about black people who are queer, black people who are trans, black people who are intersex, a fight for black folks who are sex workers, a fight for black people experiencing homelessness, a fight for black people who have been incarcerated, a fight for black folks with disabilities, a fight for black folks who can't share this space with us right now. And for all who can, hey y'all, I see you, y'all look good, that melanin shining. Because black life is beautiful, it's strong, it's brilliant, it's resilient because y'all made us be. So I'm a musician, and I wrote a song about the term resiliency. And I described the word resiliency as a term used by the people that create these situations that they never have to deal with, but I must learn to navigate them. A participation trophy in a game I'm forced to play with, the odds all stacked against me, and I signed up with my existence. I didn't ask for this. Because that's the thing about resiliency, right? People of color don't have a choice. Black people are tired of having to be resilient, tired of always having to be brave, tired of always having to be strong. What if we created a world where there didn't have to be black survival? What if black people could just thrive? Could just live, could just be? All people deserve to live, to thrive, to grow, and to shine. No human being is disposable. No human being is illegal, especially on stolen land. No human being deserves to be forgotten or abandoned. No human being deserves to be murdered. And that's a serious problem for the black and trans community right now. We want justice for all the lives taken due to transphobic violence or police brutality. And I want that justice to include money and paid therapy given to the family members of every victim who has to carry the emotional and financial burden of losing a loved one. We want the defunding, the disbanding, and abolition of the police. Don't forget that the first police were slave catchers and that the current prison-industrial complex is just modern-day slavery. There's absolutely no reason why schools can have several cop staff but struggle to have a full-time nurse or a full-time librarian. Get CPD out of CPS. Fund communities, not cages. The Chicago police budget is $1.76 billion. Billion with the B. And I feel like sometimes even I forget how much a billion is. Just 1% of that. One single percent is $17,600,000. That could fund schools, that could fund hospitals, that could fund mental health resources, that could fund food drives and food banks, that could provide housing, that could go into black they talk about and they're so worried about, it's just people who are trying to survive. It's often from people who lack resources and are doing what they need to. So what if instead we funded those resources instead of funding the police? Abolish ICE. Stop all deportations right now. Decriminalize sex work. Sex work is valid fucking work. And you might be thinking right now, Carter, that's a lot. Those are some big institutions and ass. They're not. But you may be wondering, what can I do, right? What can I do on an individual level? So on a personal level, how about you confront your own privileges? How about you confront that internalized homophobia, racism, fatphobia, ableism that's inside of you? How about you confront your anti-black friends and family members? How about you stand up when you see POC being mistreated? How about you support organizations that are uplifting and centering black, indigenous, two-spirit people of color? Give your money to black people directly, whether it's their GoFundMes or community aids, or literally just sending money to the black people you love in your life, because I guarantee at some point in time, they've given you some free labor or fucking education. Stop supporting the capitalist whitewash pride parade and all the cops that go there. The first pride was a motherfucking riot against the police. Speaking of that, stop calling the police. Stop calling the police on black people and stop calling the police fucking period. Find ways that we can invest in community structures and support. Keep signing petitions, keep sharing resources, keep putting pressure on people in power. You see, they scared of us. Look at this right now. But most importantly, yo, if we're gonna stop the police, we need to stop policing each other. We need to take care and stay committed to doing this work. So to all the people of color, every single one of you right now, whether you're in this audience or you're in this world, I see you and I respect you and I love you. Thank you.
I'm like literally this close to crying, so I'm trying to chill out. Alright, our next speaker is a really good friend of mine. I actually met Russia right at BYC. We have a program called Tyra. We were talking about some stuff about trances and really like digging deep into it. So really listening to it. Alright, Russia is a black trans man that has advocated for the LGBTQ community. He used his voice to create change and encourage CTA to change their medical policy and cover gender-affirming surgeries. He is also the creator of Becoming Me Apparel, a clothing line custom created and tailored to the LGBTQ community and allies to inspire pride, self-love, and solidarity. He is also a humanitarian that organizes clothes drives, supply hygienic products, care packages, and food to the homeless community. And you can find him at a CTA near you. Give us some more energy, y'all. Come on.
Why, in the land of the free, do we have to spend so much time trying to be just that? Free. My name is Russia Brown, and I'm a black trans man from the south side of Chicago. I went to a small Catholic school on the low end, and that's where I learned about fear and shame. This place is where I created my hardest habits to break. Self-loathing and obsessively trying to be invisible. While I did not have shackles that you could see, I was not free. Every day, I learned a new reason to hate myself. The only solution presented to me at that time was prayer. And so I prayed. I prayed to be normal, or at least to be okay with pretending. I prayed every night for a year, but it did not work. At the age of 12, while visiting my grandmother, I called my mom infuriated because the boys had made a rule: no girls allowed. I saw myself as one of them until they reminded me that I wasn't. I wish I was a boy, is all I could say to her. As I got older and went to high school, my world got slightly larger. I learned that I was not a freak, and I started to learn that shame did not have to be a part of me. I identified as a masculine lesbian during those years. I thought it was as close as I would be able to get to who I felt I should have been. I did not see transmasculine individuals. I did not know they existed. Another big adjustment was getting used to an office for police being placed in the school. Why do we need people with guns to discipline children? It took me back to being 5 years old and watching my mom write down my address, phone number, and a number to call if I ever needed help: 911. This confused me because even at 5, I knew you weren't supposed to challenge the police if you were black. You weren't supposed to talk back to them, and you definitely were not supposed to reach into your pockets around them. If their presence sparked so much fear, why would I call them if I ever needed help? Fast forward to me being 23 and telling my father that I plan to transition. Are you crazy? Who would want to be a black man in America? Do you know what they do to black men in this country? That's what he said to me. There I was, worried that he would spew some transphobic garbage, but he was scared for me. He felt he didn't have a choice and that I did. But did I? I spent my life trying to be what I thought a woman was supposed to be, but it wasn't okay. I'm not a woman. So I started researching what to expect when medically transitioning. I joined Facebook groups, I watched videos, I went to support groups, but I still felt like the other. There was no one that looked like me. With all the constant talk about gaining male privilege, I realized the privilege I would gain would not go as far as my white counterparts. And after watching Boys Don't Cry, I wondered, if they would do this to a white trans man, what would they be willing to do to me? That was almost the end of my journey, and I quickly realized it was a risk I had to take. I contemplated long and hard about who I wanted to be when I grew old and gray, and a woman was not it. I needed to become him. I decided I'd find a role model, and YouTube was my go-to place. Again, white, white, white. Where are all the black guys? There's no way I'm the only one. I was frustrated because I knew I could not compare my process with someone that would be gaining white male privilege. And I was never into pride. I don't like crowds. I didn't know the history of it. That a trans woman was at the forefront of the Stonewall Rebellion, which inspired the pride we know today. All I saw being showcased was everything that didn't look like me. Where do I fit? Somewhere along the lines, I decided to be my own role model. I figured the rest would fall into place, and they did. I started looking at myself with love. I started treating myself the way I wanted others to treat me, and in turn, I started treating others better as well. I no longer felt bound to the shadows. I began to bask in my own sun, my own light. I decided to get on hormones and then pursue top surgery. I called my insurance to make sure bilateral mastectomies were covered. They told me yes. I chose a surgeon, picked a date, and I waited for months. One day, the assistant called and told me that my surgery had been denied. I was devastated. That's when my plans were derailed, or so I thought. I talked my options over with a counselor from Howard Brown, and it seemed the best option was to pay out of pocket. But how long would it take me to save up $30,000? I didn't want to find out. And 1 week later, I was introduced to an attorney from the American Civil Liberties Union who offered to help. I was scared, and I thought to myself, is it wise to challenge my employer? Would I become a target? And naturally, I confided in the people around me. A majority of them told me not to fight. Jobs shouldn't have to pay for cosmetic surgeries, is what they told me. And I reflected on the many times that I should have stood up for myself, and I didn't. To be the change you wish to see in the world, you must first change yourself. And so I did. CTA agreed to change their policy, removing the exclusion and cover gender-affirming surgeries as of November 1st, 2018. I have found my voice, and I created Becoming Me Apparel, a clothing line tailored to the LGBT community and allies to inspire pride, self-love, and solidarity. I am free to be creative. I am free to just be and stand before you today with a vision of a world full of people that won't have to go through a period of loneliness and shame. We can begin to change that narrative today by fighting for all, regardless of race, color, creed, gender expression, or sexuality. Thank you.
Such a fucking lame.
How's everyone doing? If you needed more proof, I feel like Russia is a clear example for everyone else here that trans people are everywhere. You know, you can't ignore them. You can't ignore the fact that they exist in this world. And we have to make sure that they have the same resources that all of us have and that they're safe and taken care of. Y'all's hot as fuck. I'm trying to not be winded right now, so give me a second.
Take your time. We just throw them at you. Just take a leg or
What? You got it? Go ahead. Okay. Before I let you all know about this last speaker, I want to know how many black men are here in this crowd right now. I need y'all to make some noise. I need only the black men to make some noise. Thank you. I appreciate you. Do you all appreciate black women? Are you sure? Do y'all appreciate black trans women? Are you sure? Are you sure? I need you to stop. I need y'all to be as loud for black women, for black queer women, for black trans women as you are at this march. A lot of people think that black trans women are being killed left and right by just random ass people, by cops. But black trans women, black women in general, cis and trans and queer, are being killed primarily by the people who look like them. I really fucking do, need all these black men to keep this in their hearts and understand that this fight does not stop here. You are hearing all these amazing speakers, black men, trans men, and need to know that their lives need to be protected too. I'm not here for you all to just be here and absorb this energy and leave and not take what we're speaking to you all to heart. This is not a one-day thing, it's an everyday thing. You all probably have black trans women in your lives, black queer women in your lives, are you making sure they're protected? Are you making sure they're safe? Are you making sure when they leave this place that they know they can rely on you? So if they can't, what the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck are you here? I want to say a name really quick. Oluwatoyin Salu. She was 19. She was an activist. She was black. She was dark skinned. She was Nigerian. She looked, she could have been my fucking sister. She took refuge with the black man who not only took advantage of her, tortured her, and killed her. That is a reality for a lot of black women. That is a reality for black trans women. We do not want you to come here and be present and think you just did something. Because this fight does not stop here. This war does not stop here. I really fucking need all of you, and I'm talking to the black men specifically, to go back to your brothers and sisters, your aunties and uncles, your fucking cousins, all of them, and have a conversation with them. Ask them why they feel so threatened. Ask them why they feel ashamed to hold space for people that don't look like them, but are so proud to call them their family out in the streets. I need you all to internalize that, hear what I am saying, and do the work that it takes to make sure that we can stop doing this. Because it's not fair to us to continue being out in these streets, knowing we are putting our lives at risk for men like you to only go back and continue being abused by men like you. I need black men to do better. As much as I will yell and scream your fucking names in the street, as much as I fucking love my father to death, a black man, a black African man, proud as fuck, I need him to fight for me just like I fight for him and all y'all. I don't know if you all came to my march for Breonna Taylor. If you did, thank you. Really quick, I really need you all to repeat after me. Black women. Black women. We see you. We see you. Black women. Black women. We will protect you. We will protect you. Black women. Black women. We will understand you. We will understand you. Black women. Black women. We know. We know. Our job. Our job is to make sure you're safe. You're safe. And these communities. Black women. Black women. We will never abandon you. Black women. Black women. Cis and trans. We love you. We love you. Okay. I need y'all to give it up for Michael Amari. Maori, my bad. Maori, Beverly Hills is going to be our third speaker at this stop. The second board of the House of Beverly Hills. She's an upcoming queen of 2 years now. A trans black woman. Whose pronouns are she and hers. She has been on many stages in this community that she has loved and also loathed. She has been openly trans for almost 10 years. She wants y'all to know she thinks she's beautiful just the way she is. And her body the way it is. I need y'all to give it up for Murray.
pants because they're fucking dope.
Hello, how are we doing? Yes, it's beautiful to see all your faces. Hello to the beautiful femme people who are here, and hello to the beautiful black trans women who are here. This is not about you, this is for you. To the men, to the gay men and the cisgender men in this community, and also to the cisgendered women. I want you to understand there has been a big fault that has happened against trans women, completely. I've been doing drag for 2 years in this community, and I cannot tell you how many times I have been sexually assaulted, molested, and just outright berated by men who enjoy walking into bars, who see nothing wrong with being out, who see nothing wrong with showing everything that they have. But yet, it's not okay for me to exist in the way that I am because I don't have titties, and I don't have enough ass, or I don't have enough plastic or anything in any of those places to make me trans enough to be a trans woman. How dare you? It's sickening. And I've been degraded by men who think that they're being absolutely the nicest, most chivalrous men to me. A man who thought he was being nice enough to me picks me up by my waist and tried to drag me into a bathroom because he wanted to be nice, right? No. It's sad and it hurts. And the thing is that at the end of the day, you are all the people who I'm supposed to look at when I need help. Before anything, it is supposed to be a man who is supposed to come and protect a woman. Correct? It is supposed to be a man who is supposed to come and protect who needs to be. A man is supposed to be the stronger one here. He's supposed to help us when we need it. If you need to, please, look at a person and don't objectively sit up there and say, well, it is what it is. It's not fun. It's not fun for me to walk into a club and see men laugh at someone grabbing my ass. I don't like that. I don't like being touched. I'm asexual. No part of me is anything to do with anyone else. Woo! So on the accord of being who I am and being touched and things like that, I love it because I see all of these people who go around and just enjoy their gay ass lives and enjoy what they do, not a care in the world. And then you have people like me who we are so afraid to even exist that sometimes we don't even come to Boystown because it's easier for me to hide in heterosexual society as opposed to coming to Boystown and being continuously exposed by the same people who I'm supposed to care about. When I walk into Boystown, I get all the oohs and the ahs and the hey girls and all these other things, and you don't understand. That may be fun for you, but the instant moment that you leave my presence, you have then exposed me to the entire world around me. Whoever may or may not know about me being trans is completely on them. But for you to come up and go, ooh, ah, yes, work, mama, now you instantaneously put me in harm's way because you don't know who's around me. You are gay and you are proud of being gay. But I'm scared to be a woman when I'm by myself. Why? Because it's not that I'm not afraid of being trans. I'm afraid of being trans and not being accepted for my body when no one else is around. I don't have my gay friends all the time to walk with and just do things with me. That's not the majority of society here. So guess who I'm walking with? Heterosexuals. Other people who don't care or don't know. And then I walk over here and I see all of you. To which the yes and the oohs and the ahs appear, and I'm like, you don't understand how that's exposing me to danger. You all have to take accountability at this time and understand you have to be able to operate and work with trans people to be able to speak to them and acknowledge them in appropriate ways in public, not just in gay spaces, but in society in general. You have to be able to appropriately speak to trans people because in those moments, when they leave your presence, they are probably attacked. They are molested. They are hurt. they are taken somewhere and never seen again. All because you said, hey girl. No, that's bullshit. So please take accountability and understand that today, you have to change the way that you operate. You have to change the way that you operate around trans women. Yeah, as much as I'm talking all this stuff, I love all y'all dearly. Okay, we can ooh, ah, and cackle and do all the clicks and the wops, whatever. But just know that if we are not in our own completely safe spaces, then you have to take it upon yourself to take the next step and think, what would happen if I was to put her in danger right now? How would I be doing that? If you don't know the answer, then please ask them appropriately. Because they will tell you how you are putting them in danger and you don't even know it at all. So please, take account for yourselves. Work harder and do better. Because you are the community that we look to help us to stand at our forefront. Because trans women don't have too many options. And when you tell us to fight by ourselves, we do. We fight by ourselves when we're not strong enough to attack one man, 2 men, 3 men, let alone 5, 10 men who come and beat us all the time. It's scary to be me. And you know, the funny part is that it's scary being me because I'm constantly being judged not by straight men, but also by gay men. My best friend in the world just told me the other day, well, if if you have extra bits, then that means that your boyfriend can't be straight, right?
Oh, girl, come on now. Come on now. Reaching on this side in there. Come on now.
Huh. I find that to be very interesting because, like I said, no part of me has anything to do with anyone else but me. So the way I see it and the way I speak about myself is that I'm a heterosexual. Yes, I am transgendered, but I do love men and I am a woman. So the LGBT community also includes straight people. As much as we all like to disagree and think differently, straight people exist within our community. And yes, we are queer. Yes, we are here, but we enjoy ourselves the way we are. So going forward, on the last note, let's just step up and get it the fuck out this hot ass weather, y'all.
Brandon, solidarity. She's such a fucking lady.
Solidarity.
Yes, honey, we're standing in solidarity today, baby.
Give it up again for Mary.
Worship your black queen, honey. Yes.
She made a lot of good points. I hope that you understand once more that this is not a one-time thing. I called black men to be held accountable, but this is not just a black man issue. It's a black woman issue. It's a white woman issue. It's a white man issue. It's an Asian, Latinx, Muslim, all of y'all's issue. Everyone here represents people that can provide change in these communities. Everyone here can have a conversation with somebody who's ignorant and change their mind so they can provide assistance to these people that need help the most. It's hot out here. Right now, we're gonna do another call of action. We are by the Broadway View Center. On our page, both events pages, there's a link that you all can use. Please go to that link right now If you don't have Facebook, ask your neighbor for the link. Please open your purse. Open that motherfucking purse. Y'all got coin, I know you do. If you can, donate to the Broadway Youth Center. Make sure that this resource never goes underfunded. Make sure resources like the Broadway Youth Center and Howard Brown don't go underfunded. Make sure that these resources are able to continue serving the communities that need it the most. If you have that link available, please, please, please put your phone in the air if you've donated. I see one phone. I see two phones. I know it's hard.
Have you donated yet? You donated yet?
If available.
Oh, Danny Lime is donating right now as we speak.
Can't see your screen, it's too hot out, the sun's out.
Is there a short link for this? We can tell the stream.
Yes, the link for everybody watching is called howardbrown.org. If you go there, the donate link is right
Please
on the
find the
side panel.
Broadway Youth Center and donate to them
Right
if
now,
and when you can.
I'm donating $50 straight from Danny Lime's
Please
pocket.
save that link and continue donating to these people.
Send me that link.
They are
too.
doing the work
I will.
that we are out here lifting, that we are out here uplifting. Words are hard, I'm sorry. In a moment, we are going to go to our next destination. Please, it's gonna be our last stop. It's been a long day, and I'm so proud of every single one of you for being out here in the heat, in solidarity and unity, making sure that not only Black trans women are being heard, Black people are also being heard. It's important to make sure this conversation is continued outside of these spaces. We can keep doing this work and keep making change. Today is not the last day for this to happen. This is a catalyst for more change to come. Please take your time right now to donate to Broadway Youth Center. In a moment, we're going to break down this speaker and move to our next location. It will be our last location. If you need any water or snacks or medic, please, please, please reach out. We will have volunteers walking around, providing you all with assistance if need be. So hang tight, and we're gonna start moving in a moment. Thank you all again.
I have something to say real quick because I am peeping that there is a cop here trying to engage in conversations. I do not care if you're trans. I do not care if you're gay. You are a cop, take off your badge and then join us in solidarity, but do not try to engage in conversations with our girls.
Another organization we can donate to is Street Youth Rise Up. Young people today are out here in these streets continuing the work from their ancestors. We have to make sure that those people are also supported. Save that link and continue supporting them.
I additionally want to say that you should also donate, if you learned anything today from any of the Black people who shared this space, donate coin to Black people directly. Donate to Venmos are on the event page. Put that coin, the Pride Without Prejudice event page, the Venmos are listed on there too. Give back to community.
Thank you, Carter. All right, y'all. You know we're gonna start moving, so make sure that you guys let the marshals and the people come through with the sound system through here. Once we get through the crowd, you guys can continue to walk behind us. So I need all the banners up here to the front. All the black and brown trans people, if you feel safe, please come to the front. White people, we need you to protect the black and brown people that are here in this place so we can get all the white people on the outside. As you guys can see, there's police already back here on the back end, and they're heading up the street to go down to our next stop. So I need everybody to be peaceful, move along, and just be aware of your surroundings. White people, if you see something happening to a black or brown person, please intervene. We have marshals on both sides of the parade as well. So for your safety, the marshals have on either a vest or they have yellow tape around their arms. So make sure you guys are, if you need help, if you need a medic or anything, let the marshals know. So just let's keep on moving to our next stop where we'll have our final four speakers.
I'm so sorry. I apologize bumping into you. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you heard what they just said, please go to find that link right there. You can find it if you just go to Facebook and look up the Broadway Youth Center. All right, right up here on North Broadway. It is actually right here. Here they have a link to their website, and on that website you can donate. Please, man, this is one of the very few organizations that not only helps out black and brown communities but LGBTQ communities, and try to give them the resources that they need to be their best selves. You heard all the words today. You know, can't really say it any better than what the people said today. I'm gonna be honest, man. There was some powerful things that were said. A lot of people will have to take time to evaluate their thought process. Here we go. We're gonna come to the side here. A lot of people have to take time to evaluate their thought process. That type of stuff, and it is it's a new day, guys. No matter what, it is a new day, and it is time for us to let our voices be heard. So as you can see here, we're gathering our protesters here right now, still at the middle of the intersection of Irving Park and North Broadway, and we're going to get our banners in the front here, and then we're going to go up north on Broadway, further up north here, to our third stop on this march. People of comedy are going to ride with you as long as we can. Danny Lime is here on the streets, man, bringing you that juice, man, no matter what, man. If you have any questions, anything that you would like us to see, anybody you'd like us to talk to, please let us know in the chat. Tell us what you're seeing here, anything like that. We want to thank you all for watching here at the People of Comedy. We ask that you share what's going on here, start a watch party, spread the message, man. Let everybody know that these protests are out here and sharing a really strong message, man. And we want as many people as they can to see it. And so, I guess we are waiting. Oh, I'm sorry. We're standing right here. As you can see, people are starting to gather. Once they bring the banners up to the front, they'll make our way over here, and then we're going to keep filming it as it goes along. Okay? They've broken down the whole setup stage area, so now people are going to be moving further up to the front, and they're going to continue marching. So we are going to take up our positions on the side here. Okay? So they're going to set up here, and we're just going to take our spot right here with the rest of the media. Like that.
Hey, you guys don't be talking to them. Let's move back up here and go talk to the police. Please don't talk to them. Please don't engage with them. If you're not a police liaison, don't talk to them. Please move around and stop talking to our people. Come on, let's walk over here. Please don't talk to the police. The police are not here for us. They do not save us. They do not like us. They hate black and brown bodies because they try to kill us. Don't engage with the police. If you're a police officer, you want to work with us, take off your badge and your uniform. Then you guys can join us, so stay out of the street.
Well, I understand that.
Starting up moving here, guys. Just letting you know what's going on here. We're just trying to get our protesters moving. You guys saw that. A little bit of interaction, trying to keep the distance between the police and the protesters. All right. We do have legal liaisons, marshals, people out here whose job is it to, interact with the police on anything that they need. Otherwise, they just don't want protesters getting in the way there, let anything change like that. So we right now they're trying to bring up. We want our black and trans people up in the front to spearhead the line, and we have our flags and things like that, just to show the pride that's in this community, man, and show that these people are standing together, that we're all standing together in solidarity to fight for the same rights. So we're starting to move up here now. As you can see, the march has begun. Again, we are moving north on Clark. Not on Clark, on Broadway. I apologize. Moving north on Broadway, coming from the Urban Park intersection. So, right now, I will see here everybody's starting to gather. We have a small selection of marshals and police that are right in front of us here. We're just sort of taking our place with the rest of the media, just moving forward with everybody else. So, we are right here on the streets, guys. Danny Lime is bringing you minute-by-minute coverage, very slowly, and just let everybody know that we are still out here, still fighting for the same rights. Please check the sound. If anyone is listening and the sound sounds good, just let us know. I need to take a minute to sign out, James. I got to check my sound. I lost my feed. So I'll be right back, guys. If you're still there, just listen with us for a hot second. I got you.
Did we lose it?
My phone might have just exited my face. Okay.
Good? Okay.
Gotcha. Are you good? You okay? Oh, sorry. Okay, so we are moving again. As you can see, we start moving. The energy of the protest has picked back up. Everybody is making their way up the street now. We are going here at Collier Avenue. Just one block so far we have made from our intersection here. And we're continuing to walk and everything like that. We're going to take this side. I want to see what the numbers look like now that we've stopped, because people may have dispersed. Whatever. So if we take this corner here, you can see there are people that are sitting outside of their businesses and their homes waiting to see what's going on. No, it is just as big, Jay. I gotta say, it don't look like anybody left, man. It looks like everybody stayed right there. More people are sort of walking on the sides or whatever. We haven't sit here with the rest of the media, and we're just walking up the street now. You can see the march is making its way up through the neighborhood. Now we're coming into Uptown. Now that we're moving up further past Urban Park, moving up into Uptown. Like I said, this march started where we jumped on it. We jumped on it in Wrigleyville. But now we went our way all the way through the neighborhoods. Now we've gone over to Urban Park and Broadway. And now we're moving up north. We're moving into the Uptown portion of Chicago. So there are plenty of people out here in the community, people who are still here. So we're gonna see if maybe people may join the protest, see what's going on. If not, we're just gonna get a good shot of them coming down. I wish we could take like a higher position somewhere, but we can't. Definitely missing those things to stand on over at Wrigley, man. You know what I'm saying? But you guys can hear right behind me. Want to go over there? All right. We're gonna cross the street, give you guys a good view of what's going on here. Let's not get out of the way of the marshals, though. Here we go. There we go, right here. Oh, you're over there. Okay. All right. All right, here we go. Can you stand on that? You good? I got your back. I got you. All right. Giving you guys a high position. That way you can see. And everybody is moving down. Right here. And I'm going to stand behind you, James, so that way you don't fall. Big shout out to James Webb, working hard for you guys, bringing you this footage right here on the streets. Danny Lime is nothing without the team and all the people working at the People Economy. Yes. So here we go. Oh, okay. Cool. All right, you see what's going on here, guys. We have gone ahead and taken over this entire neighborhood right here. We were coming up on the sidewalk. We're still in the uptown area of Chicago. We have, sorry. I gotta put my phone just in my pocket somewhere because I keep losing it. Stand up, fight back. Woo! Look at this, man. Tell you what, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to protest, baby. Now, this is the part that you don't see here. See, as we work our way through the communities and stuff, you see people who are here watching this happen. You know what I'm saying? Curious to see what's going on there, man. Them people look shell-shocked as hell, man. It is so crazy. You just sitting there, you eating the pizza. You just sitting on the patio. Finally got your chance to go outside, get your little lunch. All of a sudden you realize there's a fight for injustice happening, man. Put that food away, all right? Get out here, baby, okay? I care about your damn pizza, all right? It's lives on the line right now. That is hilarious. I love seeing that. People always give the same look when we walk by them. They're like, oh, what is the protest? Oh, a protest? Oh, I wonder what they're doing. Like, you know what we're doing out here. You know exactly what we're doing out here. What's up? Stay safe. Oh, I got it. Yeah. Yes. Listen to these people. I'm gonna point the microphone. Let you listen to these people, man. No peace, baby. All right. You can see that there's a different energy in different parts of the line, too. And that's good, though, because when you have this amount of people there, you got to keep different sections, keep people energized and stuff like that. So sorry. I don't know what to do with her pizza. She looks, look at this lady. She don't know what to do with her pizza right now. That lady had no idea. She was like, I just want to eat my pepperoni. Oh, man. If you guys are listening to, we may be getting some cuts in and out, all right? That's so funny. That's so funny. All right, got you. Yes. You want to drink it? Or you want to wait? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a moment to hydrate for you guys. They stopped up in the front. You want to go up there? Well, once again, just to let y'all know, okay, we've gotten in the way. We done stopped some buses. Once again, you know, really occupying these streets. Up in the front here, you hear more actual Black Lives Matter chants going on. Black Lives Matter with their drum. So it looks like they've kept, you know, different sections have different people chanting different things in order to keep the energy going throughout the entire protest. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry about that. Pardon me, guys. You guys doing a great job. Great medical staff. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Just trying to get. Yes. Just walking through our medical staff right there. Just see everybody safe, man. Oh, we back. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. So you're definitely getting a more fun vibe up here, guys. You know what I mean? A lot more joy, a lot more variation than what we're chanting and stuff like that. People just trying to have fun, keep good spirits up, keep good spirits, just keep good energy up. Like I told you, they're behind me. You got the flags that are going on here in the front, sort of leading the way. You know what I mean? Motivating people behind them is where they wanted to put most of the black and trans community in the very, very front. You know what I mean? They want to let you know who message this is, who's leading this charge right here. Who really needs to be heard, you know what I'm saying? If there's any community that needs to be heard, it's definitely the black trans community for sure. So we need to support them in every way that we can. That's why we're here for the people of comedy, trying to show this to you. It's great. All right? Listen to what these people have heard. Listen to them. You want to say something?
Hold on. We will walk these streets until we receive the justice that we deserve. I ain't got my voice.
That's okay. That's all right. That's exactly what we want people to hear, though. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. You got us. Yes. Cool. We're good, right? Okay, cool. Like I said, man, we're here letting these people be heard, so. Huh?
You want to talk to somebody?
I'm talking to, I'm just talking to anybody. Yes. Guys, we're good? Okay.
I'm so happy to see all my sisters and brothers out here. It is
Thank you.
beautiful to see us out here united. Yeah. And I tell y'all the truth, my heart is melting right now. My voice is gone, but I love each and every person that's out here marching today. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. All right. We're at the very, very front of the line here, where most of our organizers of this are here, chanting and things like that. Was there anything that you would like to say for our camera here? You were one of our speakers, and we were very moved by what you said. So if you'd like to share anything with our viewers, please do.
Who am I talking to right now?
We are the People of Comedy Network. Normally we produce comedy shows, but since the news stopped covering the protests, we decided to cover them and show what's happening on the streets. You know what I mean? They're not seeing what's going on here, and they're not hearing the messages that people are hearing. So that's why we came here to talk to people. And so we get to organizers, anybody like that. My name is Danny Lyon, by the way. It's nice to meet you. That's my character. But yes, please. I know you said a lot of very powerful things, especially about black men supporting the community and doing things to protect each other. I'd just like to know if you could speak more on that and tell us a little bit about yourself and what brings you here.
Yeah, so I'm one of the organizers of the protest. I just want to make sure that everyone's aware why we're out here. You know, black women, specifically black trans women, are often killed by people who look like this in the community.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that that doesn't happen anymore. We want to make sure that those people who harbor negative thoughts towards black women, towards black trans women, are here and understand that shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
You know, we should all be able to live safely. We should all be able to have those resources. We should all be able to be outside without living in fear. Being harassed, being raped, being molested, being killed, that shouldn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that not only is this message heard today, but it's heard every single day.
Yeah.
Because this change will only happen if everybody does the work.
Amen. Amen to that. Now, do you have any personal events, anything that you'd like people to find you, places, Facebook, Instagram? Donation blade. Yeah, we donated. So we donated to the Broadway House Club. I donated $50 myself, but we got people watching to donate. And is there anything more you want to speak on that, where they can do to support what's going on here? Not just, with their words, but with their pockets or whatever you think.
Yeah, so, we have a link on our events page, Pride Without Prejudice, Reclaiming Pride, that has all of the organizations that have been helping us today, all of the individuals that have been represented today, speakers and models that are going to be walking soon. We want to make sure everybody has access to that and I can donate to them as well.
Yes.
Because, you can redistribute funds, but giving to people who need it directly is what will help the most.
Yes, that's good. Well, thank you for speaking to us. Tell us your name again, where people can find you.
My name is Ashabi, Ashabi. My last name is Owaburiayan. I'm a Nigerian, American, asexual, queer artist in this city. I'm an activist. You can find me on Instagram, ashabi.owa. You can find me there and you can support me. You can continue following me and supporting the fact that queer Black women of color need to be represented in this community and need to have a voice and need to be protected.
Thank you so much. That may have been the most important message we've gotten today. Thank you for speaking to us. We really do appreciate it. Oh yeah, you know how it is. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So like you said, man, like I said, that's straight from the mouth of one of the people organizing this protest. One of the people who knows exactly what people are asking for when we're out here. You know what I mean? We're not out here just trying to be arbitrary. You know what I'm saying? There's a specific message that people have. You know what I mean? I won't even speak more on it because her message is very strong and I can't add any more to it. She said exactly what she needed to say. So Danny Lime is just going to endorse that and let that be what it is, man, because that's the future that we need. Those are the type of people we need to believe in, and those are the type of people we need to listen to. You know what I mean? We need to understand. So right now, we've actually somehow gotten right here in the middle of the action, man. Look, everybody's around me now. You've definitely, from this vantage view, you can definitely feel more of the energy that's around you. You know what I mean? Everybody is coming together. We've been embraced by the people organizing this protest. So now that that's happened, we can go wherever we want, James. You know what I'm saying? We got two of the big dogs. Everybody's like, yeah, let's go. So that's cool. All right. So here at the, oh man, there we go. This triple intersection. Looks like they've taken a position up in the front right there. We've stopped. Uh-oh. You want to go up there and see? Yeah, let's get up there and see. Come on now. I think they're just occupying the streets. I got you. In these streets. So they're chanting, out of your homes, into the streets. They're looking up into this apartment building, trying to see if people would like to come down here. If you look up, James, if you film up, they got people up there. Someone's even got a flag up there, too. Oh, no. Who did that? Oh, no. Okay. You're not. You just saw somebody throw a water bottle. I literally saw it fly up in the air, bro. So a water bottle came flying across the protest. As you can see, our organizers have acted fast in order to keep behavior like that from happening, all right? I believe that it might have been, I think it was that guy. I think he threw it. I think he threw the water bottle, actually. So he's walking away. So they got him out of the way. James, we're going this way. You guys see the guy we're filming right now threw a water bottle during the protest. He tried to get us in trouble. This is not good. So he's in the middle of the street. This is nuts, man. And he's just over here causing a problem, man. It seems like he has more of a message.
That was the man that threw the water bottle?
Huh?
That was the man that threw the water bottle?
It must be, because he's the one that's like, yeah. He's the only one that doesn't, because nobody else is trying to do that, so that looks like him. Woo, man. So you guys saw someone try to incite some, you guys literally just saw somebody try to incite some violence right here, and they quickly got this man out. You saw he was gesturing very angrily. He was being very aggressive to the protest, man. Somebody that looked like he had nothing to do with what was going on here at all. Like he just wanted to come in here and start some trouble. And again, immediately, all the people who were in charge, our protesters, our organizers, they quickly got in the way and got him out of the way and brought this protest back to a peaceful moment. So now we're here at the corner of Montrose and Broadway. We're here just trying to get everybody settled, everybody in the same place. I'm not sure. I believe they're going to continue marching. But once we figure out exactly what's going on, We're gonna go from here.
Attention to bike cops up here.
Oh yeah, let's get a shot of them. You see, we have a lot of bike cops over here, getting ready for something to happen just in case. We're gonna move up. All right. So
Outside of the march, please get off the sidewalk. Come onto the street. Get off of the sidewalk. Get into the middle of the street.
so you can hear them. They're just trying to keep our protesters, trying to keep them together. We're trying to. Yes.
Protect the black and brown bodies that are here. Make sure that we are safe. De-escalate situations when you see them. We're going to start moving. Please, 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 do not interact with the police. Do not interact with agitators. Make sure that you are keeping everyone around you safe. Don't throw shit. Do not engage. If you are white, stay on the outside of the march. Marshals, stay on the outside of the march. Do you understand? Let's go.
All right, we march on, man. As you can saw, there literally was somebody here who tried to agitate the march. Had nothing to do with what was going on with this situation. He just wanted to, throw a water bottle and cause an issue, and then tried to run away. You saw him. We got footage of him right there. Tried to create an issue right here with people who wanted nothing to do with that. So you saw our organizer, the young lady we just talked to, gave specific instructions for our protesters, our white protesters, to be on the outside, our marshals to be on the outside, because it's a real thing, you know what I mean? We need to protect these people. These people are oppressed and they are brutalized more so than any other community possible. So we need to set these parameters in order to keep everybody safe, you know what I mean? It's a real thing out here, and you're seeing it firsthand on the street, all right? That's something that you literally would have never seen on the news. You would have never seen that on the news. Someone came into the march, had nothing to do with the march, and tried to cause an issue with everybody, and then ran away. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. That's a very cowardly thing to do. That's the stuff that we really deal with. It's real. You saw it online. So don't ever let anybody tell you that this is crazy stuff, that it started by these groups. It's not. It's people that don't know what is going on. It's people that just want to come and start trouble, okay? And we are very peaceful, but we're also very powerful, and we know exactly what you do. This has been an organized protest this whole time. There's nothing that's been going on, but people are standing in the streets, walking through, marching, expressing how they feel, expressing what they want from their community. And you just saw somebody come in here and try to disrupt all that because they had their own personal feelings, all right? That's the issue that we're doing. We want to stand in solidarity. Like, listen to what's going on behind me. I'm going to sign out a minute and take a sip of water, let you guys hear what's going on. All right.
Organizations into these communities. Stand with us. Stand in solidarity. 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 Stand in solidarity.
All right, we're coming up now. I'm gonna go over here. All right, so we are coming up to Sunnyside now. Okay. Right now we are gonna get our way to another busy intersection. And you can see as we make our way here, this might be our largest contingency of bike cops and things like that, man. Look at them, they're just packed in here right here, bringing up the whole street. They know we're coming, so hopefully, like I said, everything has been peaceful up until that one incident with the man who had nothing to do with us. Hopefully this can just continue to go on the way it should go on. Just peaceful people trying to protest and work their way through the streets. So we'll get right over here and let you guys get a shot of that. water?
No, I need these heels off. You want to take them off?
I got them. Hang on, let's
Dwayne helping out with some relief today.
Oh man, those are some high heels. I can't believe she done walked this far in them heels, James. That was crazy.
Chivalry ain't dead. Good job.
Hey man, listen, Danny Lime. I told y'all I'm here for the people, baby. All right, y'all need the help. Danny Lime is here, baby. You know what I'm saying? I was just offering water. I didn't realize she had on.
We're setting up in the middle here.
Okay, so we're going up in the middle. We're gonna circle up here and take our positions right in the middle. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Excuse me, guys. Pardon me.
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
Everyday problems, we knew that pride was a riot, right? Pride is a riot! 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 Pride is a riot!
We're circling up in the intersection of Sunnyside and Broadway here. We were here, I believe it was June 2nd, to hear speeches with John McCombs. You can go back on People of Comedy's feed to find that. And we are back again. This seems to be a popular spot to speak your mind on these issues.
Signs down. Make room for people to come up here and sit around in a circle. The signs have to go down.
Make way! Make way!
Please make room.
All my trans identified individuals, please to the front. Step to the front. Please make sure, y'all, that you guys are letting black and brown, trans, and queer people to the front. We're here to support them and uplift them today. Because most of these guys are doing their best. Every day is our day after today. Step to the front. We will no longer be in the back. All my trans, please step to the front.
We stay here.
Yeah, we'll see kind of where the mic is.
Yeah.
You guys are here to support us and to be here every time we ask you to support black and brown trans women. Because until they're put into society and treated like human beings, we're not going to stop this march. Trans people deserve to live and live fruitful lives just like the rest of all you guys.
Come into the intersection. Sit down here.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Come this way. We want to sit in the intersection. Form a circle around the speaker.
Go in the circle. Call in. This is the circle. This is the circle. Let's go around.
Come occupy it.
It's right here.
Off the sidewalk.
Test. To the front. Sisters and brothers, please to the front.
And non-binary folks.
Oh my, that's You're absolutely right. All my siblings to the front.
Please leave the front for our black, brown, and trans people, please. If you are white, go to the back of the signs, please. If you are physically challenged, go to the front as well. People make room for you as well. Or physically limited, please come to the front. ASL as well to the front. We have someone here for you to help you out. Please also, if you're a part of the march, do not speak to the press. We have people doing that for us who have a statement for us prepared. And also do not talk to any police officers, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joey. We love you. Thank you for Joey. And we got to give it up to Joey because Joey has coordinated from the top to the bottom. Real team. Let's give Joey a hand clap because he has something. He has coordinated the shit out of this protest. You got it.
Go ahead, Joe.
You okay? Person on the ground. Is there a white person around here? Thank you. Here, we'll start off with like a knock-knock joke. Knock-knock. You. Don't fucking cry about it. Oh yeah, this was No, for real though, thank you all for showing up. It really is beautiful to see. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for the action and the work that you've been doing in. But you're late. You're all fucking late.
Hello.
Over 400 years late. Again, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. But again, I'll say it again. You're fucking late.
Yes.
Now, I know all that, but I think for that the black people of the world are owed an apology. So I want to hear you say it, because it's a very important word, sorry. It's a very strong word. It's a very simple word, just to say sorry. But this whole time, I've seen everyone struggle to fucking say it. So if you're white out there right now, on the count of 3, say it. 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry.
Not loud enough. 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. It's about time. Now that we've got that out of the way, and we can all move forward together, I want to, as people have been saying to me a lot, they're like, oh, Joe, I'm so proud of you and all the work you're doing. I'm like, that's great. I want to be proud of you too. I really do. What are you doing to take your activism into your life? What are you doing to take your activism into your family life? What are you doing to make me proud of you? And if you don't have the answer to that, look inside yourself, figure it out, make a plan. Just as every organizer, just as every black person has had to make a plan before they leave their house, for safety, for their comfort. See, because you can't let your white fear paralyze you any longer. The number one thing that every volunteer that came to the march that I was helping organize, they said, something's got to change. It's got to change, Joe. And I said, you're right. And the change starts with you. So go ahead and be sure to make a plan, figure out how to bring your activism now that you're all activated. So give it up for yourselves. And as you've seen my work with the Chicago Black Drag Council, I don't know if you guys saw that. But in the same way that we've been stepping up and putting our necks on the line to call people out, you've got to do it too. You've got to do it too. Do not be paralyzed by your white fear. Weaponize it. Own it. And then utilize it. And don't be scared. But before I make it quick, and one of the main things I keep telling everyone is that, yes, I was a part of this march. Yes, I was able to get 15,000 people to get out of the house and come out and march with us, which that should be clapped for. Woo! But you can do the same thing. I'm just one literal Joe. Just a normal Joe. Just one of me. Got 15,000 people together. But you can do it too. Don't be scared. Get out there, make a plan, and fucking do the work. Also, open your purse, because I think with that sorry you all said, we're gonna need to see some restorative justice. So open your purse for organizations like the Brave Space Alliance. Open your purse for community centers. And open your purse for your black brothers and sisters. Check in on them, check in on your friends, check in on yourself, and stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you real soon.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? My name is Angelica Grace. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. You may know me. I've been making all those Chicago protest compilations on Instagram. so fucking nervous in my heart. Again, my name is Angelica Grace, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. I am a 21-year-old Filipino trans woman. I'm a 21-year-old Filipino trans woman, trans goddess, actor, performer, activist, living here in Chicago, and I want to address some things. Can we all breathe together?
Let's go.
One more. Girl, my heart's beating. Number one, to the white and non-black faggots who have said no blacks, no femmes, no Asians, or any transphobic bullshit, or any of that bullshit, you are part of the problem. All you white and non-black faggots who have said any of that bullshit, you are part of the fucking problem. And I hope that if you're here today and you've said those things in the past, you are reflecting on your words. Thank you. Number two, she's falling on me. Oh no. If you ever see a black or brown person who's unsafe, I hope to fucking God you protect them. I am urging all white and non-black allies to do your part and protect and fight for black lives. That is the only space that you should be taking up, period. This is not about you. As tempting as it is, and I know we all want to, white people do not fraternize directly with the cops. White people do not fraternize directly with the cops. The only thing white folks should be doing regarding police is creating a barricade to protect black folk. Can I get an okay from all the white people in the audience? Oh, that was a quiet ass okay. I want all the fucking white people in this fucking, I was gonna say room, we're not in a room. All the fucking white people on these streets, I want you to vow to protect black people. So I want you to say, okay.
Okay!
Do the work. Use your voice to amplify black and brown folks. I need each of you to lend your ears, privilege, and take action. If you are able to be on the front line, which all of you are, I urge you to do so. If you can't, do your part online and elsewhere and share useful information. Share resources, educate your followers, friends, family. Racism and anti-blackness start at home. The amount of non-black folks I have heard say, oh, my uncle or grandma said this really makes a shit. Okay, and? What did you do about it? Did you speak up? Did you call them out? Did you pull them into a conversation? I don't want to fucking hear a white person be like, oh my God, like, okay, what did you do? What did you do, Karen? What did you do, Becky? Are you calling out your fucking grandma? Speaking of family, I don't want to hear about your uncle who's a cop. When we say all cops are bastards, we mean all cops are fucking bastards. I don't give a fuck if your uncle is sweet as shit. I don't give a fuck if your uncle is sweet as shit. If he's a fucking cop, he's a fucking cop and he's a fucking bastard. As non-black folk, we have very much benefited from anti-blackness. Having these conversations may be uncomfortable, but they are necessary. There are so much amazing resources going out everywhere that you don't get an excuse to be sitting idly while innocent black folks are dying and being abused in the system we live in. It is 2020, and if you are choosing to not educate yourself at this point, girl, black people need us right now. They are tired of holding our hands and doing most of the work to abolish this fuck society. So to all the white and non-black people of color, it is our duty to be outstanding allies going forward. It is in our hands to uplift, protect, and take action. Protect trans people. Protect trans women. Protect black trans women. How are you actively protecting my sisters and I want to remind everyone that doing the work is hard and it's difficult. Being on the front line is necessary and direct action, but it is also tiring. If you are protesting and educating daily, it takes a lot of energy. So take some time for yourself. It's okay to rest. It's okay to get your rest. Get it. You, myself, and everyone are going to need it. There is so much more to be said, and the fight does not end tonight. As Ashabi said, this is not a today thing, this is not a tomorrow thing, this is not a 1 month thing, this is an every fucking day thing. Okay? The fight does not end tonight, it surely does not end tomorrow. We will keep this revolution going and these fires burning till we get fucking justice, y'all. Lastly, a poem. We're black, we're brown. We're here, we're queer. And time is up for you to get used to it. It's time for you to accept us, to take in our glory, our beauty, our power, our excellence, our fucking greatness. To Marsha P. Johnson, we love you. To Sylvia Rivera, we love you. To Marsha, we keep going. To Sylvia, we keep going. We keep going. I want everyone to say that with me 3 times. Put a hand over the heart. Say it with me 3 times. We keep going. Ready? We keep going. We keep going. We keep going. That is all for me, and I'm sending nothing but love and good vibes to you all. Keep the fight going.
Hey y'all, my name is Benji. I'm back. I apologize. But I wanted to really quick root us in some history of this neighborhood and talk about the significance of us stopping at this intersection. Because it's really important for us to understand.
Louder, Benji. Thank you.
Can y'all hear me? Okay, my bad. I'm being louder. It's really important to understand. It's really important for us to understand not just what we're doing, but also where we are doing it, right? So can we see this large building across the street with the now leasing sign on the side of it? 5 years ago, this was a school.
That's right.
5 years ago, this was a school where black and brown youth got an education. That school was closed under Rahm Emanuel's school closures in 2013. And Alderman Kappelman, who's the gay alderman of this ward, allowed it to be converted into luxury condo buildings.
He also shut down the homeless encampment.
And shut down the homeless encampment that folks who used to live in this neighborhood were living in because they've been forced out of affordable housing. Just because someone is gay, does that mean they're on our side?
No!
Just because someone is trans, does that mean they're on our side?
No!
Just because someone is black or brown, does that mean they're on our side?
No!
We need to live our values and not just our identities. Am I right? Currently, there's a massive fight led by young black youth, many of them trans and queer young black youth, to get cops out of their schools, right? The board just voted 3-4, with 4 keeping cops in schools. So it was a very close vote. Lori Lightfoot wants police in our schools. Lori Lightfoot thinks cops should be in CPD and that the $33 million they get a year to be in schools, they should get to keep. Is that what black young people want? No. Is that what trans young people want? No. Do we want cops in CPS? No. So I want y'all to say it real loud for Lori Lightfoot, for Alderman Kappelman, and for other queer folks in power who are not representing the queer voices sitting in this circle. I want us to chant it together for the black trans youth that have been fighting for it. Police-free schools. 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 Thank you so much, y'all.
How's everyone doing? I feel like we've lost some numbers, but that's fine. The people who are here today will continue doing this work after, and will remind the people who left that this work doesn't stop here. Our first speaker is Sahara Bassett. Sahara Bassett is an American businesswoman. Her pronouns are she, her, hers. Zahara is Director of Development and Internal Relations at Brave Space Alliance. She has served as a research assistant at Howard Brown Health. Zahara is the CEO and president of Life is Work, a nonprofit and only mental incorporation. For years, Zahara has supported and provided comprehensive resources to TGNC communities of color on the west and south side of Chicago. Zahara started her initiative with Life is Work by developing meals for Christmas, feeding those who are homeless on Christmas Day. Zahara has served on many grassroots boards of directors and planning committees locally and nationally. I want you to give it up for Sahara Bassett.
trans black woman. I'm gonna say that. And I'm gonna say that one more time. I am a black woman. I am a trans black woman. I come into this world. I come from the womb of my mother. I'm still black. Our existence is something the white man tried to take from us. But before I can make my connections with my ideologically as a trans woman, I grew up on the west side of Chicago witnessing my grandmothers advocating for change to happen in urban communities. I can hear the sweet voices of Erdia Bassett and Gussie Lewis saying, Zahara, you're the black woman we knew you could be. Those fearless women stood up for my community, stood up for the rights as a black trans woman. Some would call me fags and sissies. I stood still proud. I'm so sorry, guys. I still stand proud as a black trans woman. Marsha P. Johnson's existence was silenced by the white man that told her they had her back. So Sylvia, I don't want to get her name wrong, Rivera was silenced by the same community that told her they had her back. I say this because we as a community, we as the LGBTQ community, the T is always the last one to get fed on the pole. We are here today to stand up for our rights and injustice and holding everyone accountable, including the LGBTQ community. I say to you that if you see something wrong is happening to a trans-identified individual, it is your right and your responsibility to speak up for them. It is your right and your responsibility to make sure they get hired when they come in there for a job. It is your right and your responsibility that when you're sitting in these police departments and you're in high authorities, it's your right to be their allies. That's what we look for you for. I speak also too, as a trans woman, stop sitting back. I'm losing my train of thought, but stop sitting back and oh my Lord. Stand in solidarity. God. I say this. Stop ridiculing men that's dating trans-identified people. Stop it. And I call on each and every person that sit back and mock an African-American man that dates a trans-identified woman. The reason why we are constantly having murdered trans women is because society is telling men that is not what they're supposed to do. This is our bodies, our minds, and ourselves. We are free to do whatever the hell we feel like doing. You get up every day and you wash your ass and you walk out the door and you do what you want to do. And that's what we want to do. Do what we want to do. And not feel judged by it. When we walk into your clinics and when we walk into your stores, we don't need you hitting your girlfriend saying, do you know? We don't need that. So stop it. That'll make you an ally saying that, hey, that's my good girlfriend. She's a trans woman. She's actually a woman, as you can see. That's what we look for. How you doing that? And we ain't going no goddamn way. Do you see me? So I say this to you. We hold each and every one of you accountable for us. We hold each and every one of you accountable for us. So this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to ask every white person that's out here to raise your phones. It's hot, I know. The services sometimes is messing up. I think the T-Mobile and what is that? AT&T and Verizon, all their towers have went down the other day, but they fixed all that. So raise those phones up. Let's see this. Because I want you guys to give back to a worthy cause and to an organization who has been boots on the ground since day one. I happen to work for that wonderful organization to be a part of trans leadership, and this is what trans leadership looks like. So I tell you this. Believe in trans people. Believe that we are human. Believe that we have knowledge and we have tools to get the things done for you. You just have to believe in us and be brave. So I say this to each and every one of you. Donate to Brave Space Alliance. You pick up your phone, because we fed all y'all when the pandemic had happened. We sat in the office and put our lives at risk and put our children at risk to make sure that the people around this city was fed. Until this day to day, I can count and say that we fed 18,000 people and still continuously making deliveries every week at 200 estimated deliveries of 200 per week, every Wednesday, Thursday. I need every one of you to put them phones out and donate to BraveSpaceAlliance.org. Thank you, sister. And I will say this. Continue to don't just donate once, because my partner is on his way up here, so he gonna hold you accountable too. So I'm letting y'all, getting y'all ready and warmed up for him. Because I'm the small one. I'm just telling y'all now. I'm the nice girl. So when he come, when I let that Big Daddy out, it's gonna be different. So y'all make all regret. I'm just saying, and that's his pronouns, Big Daddy. So y'all can feel me. I just don't they sound so good right when you talk about just Big Daddy, like damn, Big Daddy. Fine too. But okay. Back to what we talking about. I want to say that donate to Brave Space Alliance, continue to donate, become a continuing contributor to Brave Space every month, every year, every weekly. This thing here, thank you, Freddie, so much for having us. We do appreciate you. We want to support you to continue to do this parade here, because Pride was a right. Marsha P. Johnson was the most bravest black woman that I know to throw a brick at the motherfucking police because she got tired of them telling her that she couldn't do the hell she wanted to do. And we stand on the backs of that brave young lady who still, right now today, nobody has been held accountable for her murder. It was not an accident. Let's put that out there. It was not. And what happened, the Pride Parade and the Pride movement kept moving on, and Marsha P. Johnson was left up out of that. For years. For years. We will not allow you to throw another goddamn parade on this north side unless a trans is in front of it. And they must be black. Another goddamn Pride Parade on this month.
No. Our police cars is changing. They changed their image.
Bless your heart.
Our American police cars don't look like that. Now, our police cars, they even changing our police cars.
We will hold you accountable. Please do not be distracted. Please do not be distracted. This is a peaceful march. We will not be called out by people who want to be ignorant and disrupt our movement. We will continue to allow our voices to be heard. Do not be distracted by the ignorant things that is happening currently. Do not be distracted. We will continue to have our voices heard, not just today, tomorrow, 365 days a year. We are here. We will continue to be heard and believe in black trans leadership. I will tell you this. Each person that's sitting down here that's on a decision board, when you get those resumes in and that person is trans identified, give them a chance. Give them a chance. Trust me. Trans people are the most innovative people you will ever meet in your whole entire fucking life. Trust me when I tell you. We sleep and breathe creativity. Hear me when I tell you that. We sleep and breathe creativity. Take your chances. Put your money where your mouth is and put it into trans people. Black trans people. If you want your motherfucking system to grow, put it in a black person. Put it in an educated black trans person. Put it in a person that's just getting out of jail, restorative justice. Put it in a person that's homeless. Put it in a person that don't have a place to stay or anything. Put it into the community. Thank you all. Thank you all for having me. My voice is gone. I love you. My sisters that's in that back is warming my heart because I know they finna tear this motherfucking place up. And I am so proud and warm to see my black counterparts are all here standing for the rights of what we need, what was supposed to happen in this motherfucking city. We are tired. We are tired of the police sitting here constantly demeaning us, misgenderizing us, and just the list go on and on and on. We're tired. And who's going to help us? Who's going to support us? We're tired of these band-aids that you have constantly set here and put on. This band-aid shit started back in 1965 when Stonewall first started. The band-aid started because they said, we're going to give you this and then we're going to shut you up. And now y'all turn it into a parade and it's a party. But is it really a party? No. Is it really that our justice, is we getting what we want? Exactly. So why the fuck are we partying every motherfucking year on the 23rd? Ask yourself that. Why the hell are we throwing a party and got all these major corporations throwing all this money? Where is this money going to? Who is this money going to? Who is this money going to? Because it's definitely not going to a black organization. I haven't seen any. So trust in black trans leadership. Trust me, you won't go wrong. And I put my heart and soul on that. Thank you.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Make some noise! We're here, this is our party. Pride without prejudice, make some noise! Alright y'all, I came to see Joe Lewis's Drag March. It was a phenomenal event. I got to see this person speak on that stage and they touched me in ways I just can't describe right now. And I'm so happy that they're here and they agreed to come and speak for you guys today because we need to hear their voice. Jay Rice is a transmasculine public figure fighting for the liberation of oppressed communities on a daily basis. Jay is a DJ, cultural curator, communications and social media coordinator for Brave Space Alliance. Yes. Come on, Brave Space Alliance. A composer, an overall practitioner of freedom and intentional justice. Their background in political science and intercultural communication combines with their dedication to the advancement of all Black LGBTQIA+ folks to perpetuate real-time and on-the-ground societal shifts, advancements, and growth. Jay has spent several years creating spaces in Chicago that center all Black LGBTQIA women, femmes, and AFABs, and is now also devoted to creating and maintaining brave spaces as well. Let's get it for Jay Rice.
Telling on me. I am me. How's everybody doing? Good. White people, I'm not talking to you. Black people, how are y'all doing right now? What was that? I heard emotional. Tired. Fucking sick, right? It's 2020. Why the fuck are we still having to do this? White people, I'm gonna get to y'all in a minute, so hold tight. You can take notes if you want. Every Black member of the LGBTQ community, I need you to make some fucking noise right now. We are here. We refuse to not be seen, and I am specifically talking to Black transgender individuals, Black trans masculine people, and Black trans feminine people. Right now is the time that you will all cease to ignore us. Right now is the time that you will say our names other than when we die. Right now is the time to be seen in the way that we want to be seen and not the way that you all want to see us. We will no longer be the butts of your jokes, which are not funny to begin with. We will no longer be what Hollywood writes us to be, which is murderous, psychopaths, whatever the fuck it is. We will no longer be your hidden sexual desires and fetishes. I think I'm gonna say that one again. We will no longer be your hidden sexual desires and fetishes anymore. From now on, you will say our names before we die. You will say names like Zahara Bassett and Courtney McKinney back there. You will say all the names of all these trans masculine and trans feminine folks here while we're still here. You can give us our flowers and our coins while we're still alive. And from this point on, we will no longer take your sorry bullshit apologies. You will be hyper accountable from this point on, sidetracks in Berlin. We don't want any more of your bullshit posts that are filled with scapegoats and lacking pure accountability at its purest form, you can't even say, sorry, we fucked up. Instead, you say, well, this was that person. We didn't have anything to do with that, but for years while you've been in Boytowns, again, like I said in my last speech, you have perpetuated an endless amount of anti-blackness, and at right now, this fucking moment, we're done taking it. Oh, and to be clear, we only accept apologies in the form of reparations and coins. That's the only form of apologies we're taking. It's a cash app. That's it. All right, white people, you ready? Y'all listening? What you white people can do right now, I see you out here marching and you got your Black Lives Matter shirts and you got your posts on Facebook. But what you all can do on an individual level is what the state and the city refuses to do, and that's fund Black-led, trans-led organizations here in Chicago right now. I had a whole speech planned out, but like, I don't want to fucking say it. I'm feeling y'all's energy right now. Can I talk about Brave Space Alliance just real quick? Can I talk about the building fund that we're doing and the fact that we have fed in the matter of 3 weeks over 15,000 people with our food pantry? Can I just gas us up real quick? Just real quick. I see you, Courtney. What you all can do, and I know we've said it before, but you know what, white people, you can keep taking your phones out.
They're waiting.
That's not figuratively, I mean that literally. You can take your phones out right now, go onto Venmo, and donate to Brave Space Alliance. Because like I said, the state and the city, we don't get funds from them. This is all on the ground, on the boots work. And we're doing this day in and day out. We love you. Also, by the way, my name is Jay Rice. Pronouns are they, them, he, him, and daddy, right? Big Daddy, right. So what I want you all to leave here today, I know we're tired. We are tired. I see why they kept me for last. We're tired, y'all. We're tired, but the momentum can't stop. That momentum can't stop. You can't go back home and be like, oh, well, that was a nice fucking march. Oh, man, those black people really do have it bad. I don't know what to do. I don't know, but wait, is there a black man looking suspicious? Let me call the police, because I'm going to always ask y'all, how many of you white people have called the police on a black person? Nobody? Nobody? Nobody here. None of you white people have called the police or security on a black person. That's okay, because I know about 90% of you have.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna go, but before I go, I want you all, and that is white and non-black people, to put your money where your white guilt is and step it the fuck up for some real change and donate to Brave Space Alliance. Thank y'all. Peace in.
Corona is still a thing. We gotta make sure everybody is staying safe and healthy out here. Get tested. Oh. Also, in the same note,
Get tested after this.
make sure you all get tested after this. Tested for COVID after this. And everyone here is at risk and exposing themselves. Whether or not you're wearing a mask or have hand sanitizer on deck, make sure that you find a way to get yourself tested. If you cannot get yourself tested, make sure to self-quarantine for at least 2 weeks before you are out in the wild, partying shit. Make sure you keep people who are immunocompromised in mind when you leave this space. Because it's a privilege to be out here protesting right now. It's a privilege. We have to make sure we're keeping everybody in mind and keeping everybody safe, not only while we're here, but when we leave as well. Our third speaker is Tatiana Moten. Tatiana is the CEO and principal consultant of Innovision Consulting, one of the first Black trans-led consulting firms in the country. She has extensive experience working in human resources, championing strategic
It's hot out here. It's hot out here.
My bad. Championing strategic initiatives geared towards diversity and inclusion. Recently for Howard Brown Health, the Midwest leading provider of healthcare to LGBTQ+ community. She is currently in the role of Senior Capacity Building Specialist with San Francisco Community Health Center. Tatiana is a veteran of the U.S. Armed Forces. I don't think I heard you all. Tatiana is a veteran of the U.S. Armed Forces. Serving honorably as an intelligence analyst in the U.S. Army. She was reared in the city of Chicago and attended college in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She obtained both her Bachelor's of Science in Developmental Psychology and her Master's of Business Administration with a concentration in Human Resources Management from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. She's a staunch advocate for the trans community and has worked with American Civil Liberty Union as a spokesperson for trans litigation and Lambda Legal. Working with the U.S. Center of Disease Control's National Center of HIV/AIDS, viral hepatitis, sexually transmitted diseases, and TB prevention. Division of HIV/AIDS prevention, capacity building branch. Damn, give her fucking flowers when she comes up here. She's doing a lot. She's doing a lot. Let me continue. Capacity building branch, science application team as a consultant to develop the first intervention geared towards transgender targeted populations. Tatiana is a faculty member of Transgender Strategy Center and has worked with organizations and companies such as AIDS United, NMCA, Gilead, Merrick, Elton John's AIDS Foundation, and the Black Trans AIDS Institute. Yeah. Give it up! Tatiana Moe.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Marsha P. Johnson was a Black trans woman. There can be no pride unless there is trans pride. We are the reason that you celebrate the pride that you celebrate each year. The North Halsted Business Alliance decided last year to paint 14 sidewalks with the gay pride flag, and one of them trans. In the very same neighborhood that you are pushing Black, trans, and Hispanic youth out. The blood of Black trans women flows freely in the streets of Chicago while you celebrate your pride every year. It is no longer enough to sit idly by and celebrate pride while we are dying. Trans women do not exist just in the month of June. It is no longer enough. It is no longer enough to support us just in the month of June. It is no longer acceptable for you to use us for your grant applications, but then pay us the least amount that was allocated for that grant. It is no longer acceptable for you to profit off of our bodies while at the same time not employing those very same people who you profit from. This is not a time for us to be divisive. It is time for all of us to come together. We are existing in a country where I fought for this country for the right for the president to hate who I am. So I call on you today to not just let your voices be heard today, but to let your voices be heard throughout the continuation of this year and many years to come. James Baldwin said in a letter to his sister Angela, if they come for you by day, they'll be coming for us that night. So you think it's just about Black trans people. A couple of years ago, they were talking about gay marriage. The next year, they were talking about immigrants. Then following that, they wanted to just basically erase trans people. If you think that it is okay for you to sit by and continue to think that just because you are not a trans person, that it does not affect you, you are wrong. Look at what happened with women's reproductive rights. So when you are in your spaces of privilege, just because we are not there, speak up for us. If you want to be a true ally, speak out about injustices that you see, not just during the month of Pride. As a Black trans woman growing up on the south side of Chicago, I have had to fight through many of things. I survived COVID, I survived the projects of Chicago, only to exist in a world where I am hated, literally, for being who I am. Every day I step outside of my door, I have to ask myself the question, will today be the day that I don't make it home? So when you say, I can't breathe, trans people can't breathe either. Dejanay Stanton is no longer here to breathe. People like that who we have lost just to the simple fact of us wanting to be us. We're not asking for anything other than what you are asking for, just to be acknowledged as being human. So I ask you all today, Marsha P. Johnson 51 years ago took a brick and started the Stonewall riots. I want you to lift your phones, yes, I'm going to ask, and I want you to throw your proverbial brick today. Donate to Black trans-led organizations like Brave Space Alliance. Donate to organizations like Howard Brown that provide affirming health care. This work is not free, and it gets hard. But I want you to remember, people like me, I am a mother, I am a grandmother, I am a daughter, but above all of that, I am a fucking human being. And all I want to do is live. All we want to do is live. All we want to do is live. Will you let us do that? Will you let us do that? Yes. As our supporters and our allies, our brothers and our sisters, as my sister my niece Zahara Bassett so eloquently said, stand in solidarity with us. It is no longer okay to just say, I love you and I support you. Stand with us. 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 And let us know that your support is intentional, that your support has meaning. Stand with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashabi. She's taking care of my health. Thank you so much. All right, y'all, I know it's gonna be kind of hard to come after those three great speakers. They were so amazing. Taught me a little bit of stuff since I came here to Chicago. I met Zahara the first day I moved here in a meeting with my boss that went on to go lead the National Trans Visibility March in Washington, D.C. And today they gave us a proclamation that said, this march is going to be an official initiative for the Trans Visibility March in Washington, D.C. So I task you guys to help us fundraise, to help us get money to send Black and brown, trans, or just all trans people to Washington, D.C. to march the Capitol on October 3rd. So that way we can show them we're here in numbers and we're not going anywhere. If you're with me, say hell yeah! Hell yeah! If you're with me, say hell yeah! Hell yeah! All right, y'all, I have a couple words. I don't know if you guys want to take a seat. Take a seat, please. Yeah, so I don't want to, you're going to get burned by the sun. I'm going to talk for a little second, but I prepared something for you. I've been tasked to talk about, I'm just going to let you know. Let me talk to you a bit about Chicago, because that's where I can speak from my experience. First let me tell you, my name is Freddie Roberts Ramirez. I'm a gender non-conforming Afro-Caribbean Puerto Rican person that lives here in Chicago and runs a trans and gender non-conforming program called the Voices Project at the Broadway Youth Center. So make some noise. All right, here we go. Let me talk to you a little bit about Chicago, because that's where I speak from my experience. Most of the agencies that do HIV prevention are located around Boystown. This is where all the LGBT people convene in the city. The Chicago Pride Parade happens here, Market Days happens here, and all the LGBTQ nightlife happens here. Racism happens here. Just listening to the name of this area of Boystown, you know who hangs out here. This is the area where men who have sex with men run free. Also Chicago around here is where all the agencies, resources, and white people are. For a transgender or gender non-conforming person to access gender-affirming services from mostly highly funded organizations, they would have to travel an hour longer on public transit to come across the city or the town to receive services. It's a mission. Navigating the outside world as a trans or gender non-conforming person is dangerous. A lot of young people I work with worry about being clocked, bullied, or harassed on their way into our offices. Having to brave the violent world, especially in this day and age where our own government is trying to take away all the rights of trans and gender non-conforming people and basically trying to erase us from society. How do you expect these young people, the ones that are the most vulnerable, the most marginalized, and most at need for services because they're being kicked out of their homes, forced into sex work, because it is wrong to be trans or gender non-conforming, so employers won't hire them, so there are no jobs for us. Not all trans people want to work in public health or just be frontline workers. Transgender people deserve to grow up and live their lives as people, as human beings, because that's what they are. This forces our community into survival mode, in which putting ourselves at risk is our reality. Survival mode, which usually ends trans and gender non-conforming people in the system, a revolving door where they end up in the same predicaments they were in before they get caught up and put in jail. Causing young TGNC people to get records or cases which disqualifies us from many jobs, housing, name changes, and then we are stuck not being able to live the lives that we wish we could live and forced back into the night. But hey, they got their numbers for their grant money, right? But what about the integration into society? What services are we to the TGNC community when we are exhausting them with gift cards for HIV testing or to come to fill a scope? What justice are we doing for the TGNC communities by not providing more resources to them to take care of all the barriers they have to survive, to be human, to be accepted as people in our society? Why would anyone worry about their doctor's appointment or their health when they are worried if they're going to have a roof over their heads, if they're going to have food in their stomachs, if they're going to make it through the day today, or even if by them leaving their houses this morning, if they're going to make it home? This experience for my community and probably most communities across the country is that us as service providers just show up when it's time to meet scopes, deliverables for these grants that are given to us and then disappear from communities until they need us again. Leaving a distrusted HIV prevention organizations, service providers, and losing any type of credibility that we have to help the community. If we look at the maps, I don't want to say that part, that's too much. We need to stop funneling money into organizations that cannot tap into these communities and disperse it amongst the smaller grassroots organizations that have the rapport, that have earned the trust of communities that service providers cannot reach. We need to stop campaigns and funding big organizations, and they need to start investing money into programs that help sustain themselves, create community-based programs where we can help the TGNC communities of color gain skills to help us lift up out of the damn cycle so we can help our own communities. Invest in trans and gender non-conforming specific housing programs. Create trans and gender non-conforming specific apprenticeship programs and paid internships in all fields. So we don't have to resort to sex work as our only option. We need to go back to investing in grassroots organizations. Organizations that are employing the community, are working with the community, and struggling in communities in these areas, the South and West Side, to help us uplift that what we want to live the American dream. It's not a dream for us, it's an American nightmare. Transgender violence in the world needs to stop. In 2018, we lost 26 trans souls to violence and murder in the United States. Right here in Chicago, we lost DJ Stanton. Say her name. Say her name. We also lost Sierra Minaj Carter Frazier. where her killer hasn't been brought to justice. Say her name.
Sarah Minaj Carter Fraser.
Say her name.
Sarah Minaj.
In 2019, we lost 27 trans souls to violence and murder here in the United States. And this year so far, we have lost 17 souls, and it's only June. The violence has to stop. Say it with me. The violence has to stop. 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 Today we remember the 17 lost souls that were lost to hate crime, violence. Today we say their names. But instead of us sitting here mourning them, my friends are gonna walk for the people that can't walk with us today. Hit it, DJ. Justin Parker, 25. Was fatally shot in McAllister, Oklahoma, early on New Year's Day. His employers released a statement shortly after his death. Remember Parker as a steadfast friend, an amazing husband, father, generous to fault. He loved fiercely, worked tirelessly, and took life. So much hope and enthusiasm. His presence brightens all of our lives. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. This is not a memorial. This is a party. Pride is a riot. Luciano Ruiz. Was fatally shot in Tobaja, Puerto Rico on February 24th, according to Metro Puerto Rico. Her community knew her as humble and noble. Say her name, Julissa Luciano Ruiz. Say her name, Giampi Mendez Arrocho, 19, was killed in Boca, Puerto Rico on March 5th. Arrocho, a transgender man, shared his love for basketball and the NBA, donning Miami Heat apparel on social media. The biography line of his Facebook reads, "Humility prevails." Say their name, Giampi Mendez Arrocho. Monica Diamond, 34. A black transgender woman was killed in Charlotte, North Carolina on March 18th. Diamond was active in the Charlotte LGBTQ and nightlife community and was the co-owner of an event promotion company. She also was the co-CEO of the Internal Mother of the Year pageantry system and a pageant that honors LGBTQ mothers. Working the runway, eating the runway, starting the runway out. That's the one I know. All right, let's give it up for Lexi, 33. A transgender woman was killed in Harlem, New York on March 28th. Come on, Courtney. April 11th. According to reports, she was visiting a Baltimore recovery center in Pennsylvania at the time. Joanna was known for her love of music and taught herself to play multiple instruments. Walk, walk, walk the runway. Eat the runway. Walk, walk, say the runway. The runway. Eat the runway. Turn the runway. Eat the runway. Turn the runway. Walk, 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 walk the runway. Walk the runway. Eat the runway. Serena Angelique Velasquez Ramos, 32, was killed in Puerto Rico on April 21st. Ramos was killed alongside Leila Velayez Sanchez, 21. Here we go, here we go, here we go, yeah. Here we go, here we go, here we go, yeah. Here we go, 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 here we go. Penelope Diaz Ramirez. A transgender woman was killed in Puerto Rico on April 13th.
Joe. Walk the runway. Eat the runway. Turn the runway. Give it up for her.
Let's go, JoJo.
Walk it. And slay it.
A black transgender woman who was killed in Sickson, Missouri on May 3rd.
Walk the runway. It's Shauna. My daughter. Trans life matter. Trans life matter. Walk. Trans life matter. Trans life matter. Trans life matter. Trans life matter. Trans life matter.
Allie J. O'Rogan, 20, a transgender woman who was killed in San Antonio, Texas on May 6th.
Walking the runway, eating the runway, slaying the runway, walk. Walking the runway, eating the runway, slaying the ramen, walk. Walking the runway, eating the runway, slaying the runway, walk. Walking the runway, eating the runway, slaying the runway, walk. Walk in the name of, in the name of, translate matter.
Tony McDade, say his name. A black transgender man who was killed in Tallahassee, Florida on May 27th.
Let's go.
Represent. All lives matter, but black lives matter too. Black lives matter too. What you wanna do? Put your fist up in the air. Black lives matter. Say black lives matter. Black lives matter. What?
Dominique Remy Fells, a black transgender woman who was killed in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on June 9th. Say her name.
Yes. Walk the runways. Eat the runways. Slay the runways. Yes.
Rhea Milton, say their name. A 25-year-old black transgender woman was killed in Liberty Township, Ohio on June 9th.
And slay the runway. And eat the runway. The runway. I'm talking about decrease the runway. I'm talking about destroy the runway. I'm talking about burn the runway.
Jane Thompson, say their name, Jane Thompson. A 33-year-old white transgender woman was killed in Mesa County, Colorado on May 9th. Say their name.
We're gonna say this. Walk the runway. We're gonna say this. Walk the runway. Clap your hands. We're gonna say this. Eat the runway. Slay the runway. Destroy the runway. And serve the runway. Walking the runway, eating the runway, slaying the runway, turn it. Eating the runway, destroying the runway, eating the runway, turn it.
Selena Reyes Hernandez, say her name. A 37-year-old transgender woman who was killed in Chicago on May 31st.
All we want is justice. Trans lives matter. Walk the runway for me. Eat the runway for me. Turn the runway for me. Eat it. Slay it. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? All right. Y'all see it?
girl who was murdered in Little Rock, Arkansas on June 25th. The killer allegedly boasted of the murder on social media and said he was offered $5,000 to commit the crime. Stone was found dead inside a car on Thursday in North Little Rock, although her murderer has not been identified. An Instagram user. Her killer posted a picture of $100 bills with the caption 5K with the post that Williams lost his soul. The same user commented, "Zip them for 5K. Money well spent." And we are resisting. And make sure when you guys see this ballroom, you guys are doing your dead drops and your shablams that you're doing, remember that comes from ballroom, and stop cultural appropriating. Give it up for these girls in ballrooms! All right. Can we get turn the beat on? With all that fun that we had, y'all, we've lost 18 people. Look at all these girls right here, like girls and boys that came down the runway. Can you imagine a world without them right now? So we need to make sure that we're taking care of our trans and non-binary, intersex, all of our sisters and brothers, because they need us. As I just look around, I see all these girls, and my life was without all of them, I don't know what it would be, because these girls have shown me a lot since I came to Chicago, and I love them all. So right now, today, we fight, we bring justice, we say no to violence against transgender people. Today we remember you and make sure that this violence, hatred, and murder will stop. Let's do a moment of silence. Silence, please. Can someone shut them up? Today, we remember you. Tomorrow, we'll remember you. And we'll take care of the girls that are here now before they leave. And Alexis now is going to give all these girls their roses while they're here, because we don't want to make sure that they get the roses while they're present and not when they're gone. Let's give it up for everybody that we named tonight in their names. Say their names. Say their names. All right, y'all. If I can get everybody to sit down, I'm going to pass on to the next speaker. Let's give it for Sammer.
Hi, it's me again. I know, I just won't leave, right? Okay, no one is going to go home alone today. Repeat that with me. No one is going home alone today. Just a few weeks ago, hold on, let me come over here. Just a few weeks ago, there was a huge protest in the morning. It was a couple thousand people. By the nighttime, it was only a couple hundred people, and black and brown people were arrested. So here's what we're gonna do. If you are black, brown, or trans, and you need a ride home, or you need someone to accompany you, please stand up. We will not let the cops pick us off one by one. If you need someone to take you home, stand up. There is no shame in it. I will take you home. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. 6. There's 6 people that need to be taken home. Please accompany them.
Who can help? Who can help?
Well, hold on, I'm getting there. If you are white or brown and you can help take people home or you can help accompany people home, please stand up. That's a lot of people. Right, so you're showing up for people. You will be taken care of. Please connect with the people that are standing up. They will take you home. Thank you.
Yes, connect now. That means now. Yeah.
Oh, yes, connect
That
now.
means now. Yeah. That means now. White people go, move. White people move. Black people stay there. White people will come to you.
Yes, come here. Thank you.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Like it was already reiterated, if you are a white person, you can offer solace and care and a ride to the people who cannot. Please congregate to my right, your left, so we can get people sorted out. I want to say thank you to everybody who's come out today. Organizing this was really, really, really tough. And all of our work is not falling on silent ears, and you all are proof of that today. Keep in mind, like we've repeated throughout the whole entire day, Pride was a riot. It wasn't a fucking party. We don't come out here and celebrate lives, not acknowledging the ones that we lost that are continually being brutalized. We cannot do that. We can no longer do that as we move forward. Today, I'd really like to thank everyone on our planning committee for bringing this together. I don't think you understand how many hoops and hardships we have to go through to put this all together.
We love you!
And I really want to thank all y'all, every single person, for coming together and believing that this is important to do. This work doesn't stop here. Repeat after me. This work does not stop here. We have to continue protecting our brothers and sisters. When I say that, I mean black brothers and sisters, black trans brothers and sisters, black queer brothers and sisters. All of us have to be protected in this society, in this community, today, and so on and so forth. Without these people who helped me and everyone else organize this, this would not have happened. This message could not be heard. And I really want to thank, again, everyone who brought this on together. This work will not stop here. There are still organizations in the city of Chicago that do this work continuously every single day, and they need to be recognized too. Again, on our events page is a bit.ly link. Please use that. Please save that. Continue to support these organizations. And granted, those aren't all the organizations in Chicago. There are several more. Make sure when you leave, do your research, continuing to support those organizations in your own community. You have to make sure that we leave here and have them understand that those voices will not be silenced. Those voices will not continue to be dismissed. They are heard and they are valued on this day forth. Okay?
We love you!
Again, I feel like we need to give our organizing committee a huge round of applause. Black and brown people and allies came together to put this here for all of y'all. We have to make sure that our lives are protected and that our voices continue to be heard. I thank each and every one of you for coming out here and understanding that this
mission, that this message needs to be heard by not only us, but everyone else. I hope you continue having conversations with not only your friends, your families, your lovers, your partners, wherever the fuck. Make sure that they understand this message does not stop here. All of you are amazing. All of you are doing great. Being here is the first step of continuing this great work. I want to give you all a round of applause when the hands are full. Like Sammer said, please, please, please buddy up when you leave. Make sure nobody leaves here by themselves. If you need help, or if you need resources, if you need a way to get home, please reach out to the people who need it. Please reach out to the people who are gonna help you. White people, please help the black and brown people that are here. Make sure that they're getting home safe. Our bike liaisons, if nobody has somebody here with them, please walk them to the train, please walk them to their car, please be available for those who are by themselves. We have to continue this work when we leave here. Keep that in mind. Black trans women matter. Repeat after me. Black trans women matter. Women matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Repeat after me. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black women matter. Black women matter. Black women matter. Black women matter. Black queers matter. Black queers matter. Black queers matter. Black queers matter. Black trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter. All black lives matter. All black lives matter. All black lives matter. All black lives matter. Keep that in mind. Remember that. Leave here knowing that you have work to do when you disperse. Thank you so much to everybody for being here. Okay, we're gonna start dispersing slowly. Please be aware there are police front and back of us. Again, make sure you're with the buddy. Make sure you have somebody with you. Bike liaisons, make sure you're escorting people to the train if they need. Escort them to the bus if they need. Escort them to their car if they need. Please. Oh, pick up after yourselves. Make sure you're cleaning. Make sure there's no waste. Please, 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 it's a no waste space. And again, go to our events page, go to the Bit.ly link, save it, donate, support these organizations. Thank you.
Yes, so we've done it. Let's go and start doing this one. We'll go like this one. Yes. All right. Oh man. Excuse me. Huh. That was quite the show, guys. Quite the experience right there. Oop, we're gonna head our way back down south here. Oh, I want to mask down, but I gotta get to a more open space right there. You guys just saw our final stop on this protest here for this march right there. If you were just tuning in and weren't aware, this march drew in upwards of 15,000 people today. And we started marching just before we got into Wrigley. This is where we picked up on the march, and then kept on marching through north. Got to intersection of Broadway and Irving Park, where we decided to occupy and take up space there, listen to more speakers, and then moved our way to the third and final stop up here on Sunnyside of North Broadway, where our final organizers got together and they got to speak and everything, man. And you know, it's a very clear message. You know what I mean? There's and like just about every protest we've gone to, been very organized, very specific in what they are asking for and the justices that everybody is seeking. So, as the people of comedy, it's our duty to be there on the streets, making our way to these organizations, these demonstrations, in order to get ourselves more informed and let you guys know what's happening on the streets here. So This is continuing down the road right here. We're in a larger group of people. Well, right there. You can see to my left, we have a little bit of a contingency and everything. Right like that. It almost seems like they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm telling you, if y'all watching, y'all wondering why people want to defund these motherfuckers. What are y'all doing? Like, they just sitting on their bikes. That's it, bro. It's not even like it's well, it's not even like it's like what else they got to do? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. What this all you doing? You just gotta sit there. That's it. You ain't got nothing better to do. That's a whole salary right there. That's a whole salary with benefits. Sitting sitting on a bike. Hey, look, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what these guys are paying for. So, like, you know, I'm just it's a lot that needs to change, guys. It's a lot that we know we want to see change, and it's a lot that we all came out here for, in order to fight for, in order to advocate for, man. And I got to say, once again, without fail, these protests never seem to amaze us. All right, they never cease to amaze us, bro. Every single time we come out, you get to see more and more what the streets are like. We got a little bit of space up here, so I'm gonna take down my mask just so I can get some fresh air. Ooh, man, it's nice to not be smelling your own breath sometimes. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not offended by me, but also, I don't have the best breath right now. Okay, been out here all day. All right. So there's a couple of supplies, things you may need when you do go to these protests, guys, especially during COVID times. Bring gum. All right. It's not for other people. It's for you. Trust me. Because if you do not have gum, it's hot and nasty under that mask. Trust me, it's bad. But you know, you got to see people make their way through a number of different communities where oh, we're going this way?
Yeah.
This way right here? Okay. Sorry, I was trying to. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is shared. Sorry, guys, for those of you watching. We're staying live while we make our way back to the car. Just in true fashion, like every time we record, we just want to make sure that, you know, if anything goes down on our way back to the vehicle, that, one, we're live, so there can be footage of it. That's very important. And two, just to give you guys a bit of a breakdown about what we just saw and everything like that. But as we
the thing that they dropped, and now he's gonna run it back.
as we made our way, like I said, as we made our way through the protest, we got to see our marchers stop at different businesses, trying, calling them out. Was 365? They stopped right in front of there, right? 365 stopped right in front of there, asking, just marching, and they closed the doors on everybody. Closed the doors. Shut it down, you know what I mean? If they had blinds, they would have pulled them down too. I know it. They should shut it all down on everybody, man. But that tells you everything you need to know about what they believe in, what they represent, all that stuff. We made our way down, man. Definitely did not have, as far as we saw, any negative interaction with the police themselves. All right, we are very good at keeping organizers who would stay between the police and our protesters and everything. Because there's no need for anything to go sideways or anything like that. That's not what anybody was looking for, obviously. And they did a good job of maintaining that peace throughout this march since we made our way throughout the city. It's not easy to wrangle in 15,000 people, I'll tell you. It is not. It's hard to wrangle in 15 people. Yes, sir. So the fact that they did this so smoothly is really a testament to the team that was working to put this all together, man. And we definitely commend and support everything that they were trying to organize and that type of thing. We also noticed that we had different businesses that are black owned and businesses that support the black community, the trans community, the LGBTQ community that they wanted to highlight and donate throughout our feed and everything. If you notice some of those, we want you guys to look them up. You know what I mean? Again, like I said, donated to the Broadway Youth Center personally. Just being, as a kid who grew up in the arts himself, you know what I mean? You want to see places like that survive, that type of thing. So for everybody, not just myself, for anybody who is like me, you know what I mean? I know I'm afforded some level of privilege when you look at how other communities that are being represented right here are being put down. While I suffer what I suffer and fight for what I want, who am I to not try to fight with people alongside of me who want the same rights, you know what I mean? So that's why we support all of these causes things like that. That's why Danny Lime comes on out here, likes to talk to you, give you guys a little piece of what's going on, okay? Most fun that we definitely had today, as we recap, was the man who tried to actually was it two? It was two people.
Yeah, 2 people.
It was 2 people that tried to incite violence while we were all marching and everything. Again.
And one more at the very end too. 3.
Yeah.
3 people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that last guy. But they ushered him like right into like the walkway. Yeah. Did you see those, dude? He had these giant goggles, bro. I was like, where did you come from, dude? Dude looked like he was like Owlman from the Watchmen.
From the Watchmen, yeah.
It's like, what is happening? But so we had people like that. One guy was, I don't even know how he got. I didn't even see him get into the actual like crowd. Like I think it happened after I helped that girl with her shoes. You know what I mean? Chivalry's not dead. Danny Lime's out here. You know what I'm saying? Looking out for the people, protecting our ladies. So I helped this girl out with her shoes, and then this guy comes and with a water bottle, and I saw the water bottle, like I saw it when it launched, so I see it go.
Where did he throw it?
It was like, so maybe someone, and I'm thinking, because I was looking at that dude now, I may have said that he threw it, maybe someone threw it at him, because it came from like all the way on the left side of the march. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't say march for some
Well, he
reason.
must have done something because like he was flipping people off afterwards. Like
Yeah.
he must have said or like provoked somebody.
Yeah, like that's what I was thinking. So like when that happened, he started making his way over to the
And even still,
other
like
street.
after he did it, everyone in the march was like, "Don't do that. Don't throw water bottles.
Yeah.
Stay peaceful." Like,
Exactly,
calm
like
down.
because that can easily turn into a misunderstanding, and that's what I'm saying. Like the team working today, they really did a good job of keeping everybody like in line, making sure nobody got violent, making sure nobody got out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep people on the street. They didn't want straggling all over the place and everything, and make sure the interaction with the police officer and protesters was very limited because you don't want to have any type of misunderstanding get in the way, cause trouble, and then ruin the whole message of what's been happening there. So this is like I said, man, this was a very fruitful, very eventful protest. We got a lot of coverage here for you guys at home who are just trying to see what's going on out here in these streets, man. Like I said, we're doing our best out here to bring you these coverage from the streets. You know what I mean? We're right in it, right in the thick of it. As you can see, that girl was right. We definitely need to go ahead and get tested for COVID. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna have him set me up an appointment. Danny Lime's gonna set him up an appointment. All right, it's about time now. I think we've gone to enough where I just need to take the precaution and make sure that I'm safe. So, but no matter what, man, we are out here doing the best we can to stay safe. But more importantly, man, fighting this good fight and letting everybody know what is very important, man, because coronavirus has only been here for like 6 months, and racism has been here for 400 years. So, I mean that I'm more than willing to be out here, man, to try and spread this message the way it needs to be spread. You know what I mean? And the best I can do to not put people at risk, I know that I will take the steps to do so and keep myself as, as not contagious and out of the way as possible. But this big fight happening, it's been happening, before any of us got here. And it may happen throughout my life, and I don't want to just say that I didn't do anything if I could, you know what I mean? So, like I said, man, keep tuning in, keep watching, keep supporting Danny Lime, you know what I mean?
Sign out if you want.
And we will be back very soon for another demonstration. With that being said, everybody here joining on the Lime Tree, if you want to take the wedge pledge, you know what I'm saying, become a Lime Wedge, man. Pledge your time to watching Danny Lime, all right? And we'll be right back here for another protest very soon, all right? So stay tuned. It's Lime time. You guys have a good night.
Thank you guys once again so much for tuning in. Donate directly to Danny Lime on Venmo at Dwayne-Murphy-1. That's at capital D, lowercase WAYNE hyphen capital M, lowercase URPHY hyphen the number 1. Dwayne-Murphy-1 on Venmo. If you want to donate to us, we're at Stand Up on Venmo. We have patreon.com/People of Comedy. Shout out to Manuel Toto Rodriguez. Shout out to Nolan Scates. Shout out to, or Skates. I don't know how to say your last name, bro. But shout out to Nolan, Demi Joe, everybody who
supports what we're doing out here. We will post links to all of the donation sites that we were given today later on tonight, so that you can support organizations that truly need your help. Yeah, we will see you guys when we see you guys. Stay safe. Have a good night. Peace.